All right, I guess my guest is taking care of his day because last night he wanted to talk about this game I'm doing. This is a special broadcast doing Portland and Denver. Portland up 8-7, 11-7. Um, I will be here until this game is over. And I'll take some time off. Then we got the big show tonight. Why simps, why are black men weak and simpish towards baby mama dramas? And in 2 weeks, I'm going to do the reverse. Why are black women worthless to good and successful black men? That'll be in 2 weeks from tonight. Like I said, it's 11-7. Portland ahead, but Portland had a big lead in the first quarter. Thursday night got round their own building, so we'll see what happens here. I'm just chilling up here right now and watching this game. Joel Myers, Brendan Haywood doing the game on TNT. 11-10 now. You know, Denver can win the title. That's how good they are. I'm just saying. Denver can win the title. That's how. Got LA next. Now it's not going to be easy. I think Phoenix will go down quickly. McCullum this year 3-14-10. What's up, Tony?
I have a question. I know you're not a big basketball fan or anything like that, or NBA fan, but
Yeah.
who do you think the Heat need to add to improve their chances to win the Eastern Conference to pair up with Jimmy Butler?
A guy like Damon Lillard, a guy like
How about
the
Devin
kid.
Mitchell?
Yeah, Devin Mitchell. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the kid from Utah, Devin
Do you
Mitchell.
think he stays in Utah, or do you think he demands a trade?
I think franchises like the Jazz, the Blazers, if they can get out a monster contract, they'll do it. It's gonna be interesting. Portland loses today, they'll lose Tuesday night in Denver. And the reason why I say it is because if they lose in 5, and I think they will, I want the coach fired. Most likely they'll fire him. And we'll see what Lillard does. He's going to take a lot of flack, though, because for the 10 years he's been in the NBA, all he said was he'll never leave. Well, I think it's time for him to get the hell out.
Yeah, so if he comes to Miami, that actually helps them.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that elevates you a lot because he's a leader of men.
You don't think Jimmy's a leader of men?
No.
He's
I
one
don't
of
like
those.
Jim. I don't like Jimmy at all. Never did. I think Jimmy's a tough SOB, and I give him that. He believes in hard work and practice. You need a guy like that in your team.
So would you say he's kind of like Scottie Pippen in that sense? Was Scottie like that?
I think, if you want my honest opinion, I think Scottie Pippen was a prima donna, but that's me. I think he rolled on. Uh,
Jordan's cold.
I, yeah, yeah. You know what else will help you? If you can get him, because he can opt out of his deal this year. Kawhi Leonard, you put you over the hump. You win the title, get Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
And I can see Kawhi going to. I can see Kawhi going to Miami because it's a glamorous city.
Oh, how about? Ooh, I got a perfect guy. How about the guy who's in Indianapolis? Miles Turner.
Yeah, but I don't think he puts you over the hump. But he's a damn good player. Always been a fan of that kid. Portland's hit 2 3-pointers in a row. Matter of fact, 3 3-pointers in a row. So they're up 20-13 now.
Hey, Mace, when are you doing your show with the greatest athletes?
Next weekend. Next weekend.
Next weekend?
I'm going to have my nephew do a thumbnail for it next weekend.
Yeah.
And my nephew will be here tomorrow. So.
Yeah, and to be honest, with basketball, I think basketball is going to be the sport that falls behind the most.
This kid here, Michael Porter, I would try and trade for him. That guy, you put him and Jimmy Butler together, you got something for the next 7 years.
You mean him and Bam Adebayo?
Yeah, and Jimmy Butler, yeah.
Jimmy,
Portland said 4 3-pointers in a row. They're up by 10. Timeout, Denver.
yeah, and I like Michael Porter Jr., but wait, did his father play in the NBA?
Yes,
Was he a good player?
yes.
Okay.
You want the honest truth? I think Porter is the best player on that team. You could say him or Jokic, but the coach doesn't like him. And I don't think his teammates like him because he's a young man that speaks his mind. He is so good that he can speak his mind.
Yeah,
But the
but
2-star players and the coach doesn't like that. Don Philly in the building. Thank you for coming in, my brother, for NBA coverage. Denver, Portland. Portland hit 4 threes in a row. They're up 23-13.
once Brad Stevens gets fired, who do you think replaces him in Boston? In your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know what Danny Ainge is going to do there. I don't. I really don't. I don't follow the NBA like that no more. I don't know what Ainge is going to do if he fires Brad Stevens. You know what Boston's problem is? They don't have a third star. That's their problem.
They only have two young guys.
Yeah.
Actually, Donovan. How about Donovan going to Boston?
Tatum is all world, though. Trust me, Jason Tatum is all world. But I think he wants out of Boston.
How about Jason going to Miami?
Ainge will never do that.
So do you think the NFL, the NBA is like the NFL?
No, I think the NBA. I think the NBA, the inmates run the asylum.
But that's what I'm saying. If let's say Jason asked to be traded to Miami,
they're not going to do it.
Why?
Danny Ainge is not going to do it.
Even though like you say, the inmates run the asylum, and they have.
Trust me, Danny Ainge ain't trading him to the Heat.
He would trade him.
Trade him to the Lakers before he trade him to the Heat.
Oh, he hates the Heat more than the Lakers?
Yes.
Well,
you think he forgot do you think he forgot the LeBron wars?
I know that, but he faced the Lakers during his career with the Celtics, so I thought he would hate them more.
The LeBron wars.
No, I know that, but yeah, the LeBron wars I understand, but like being that he played with the Celtics his whole career and he faced them during the playoffs.
He played for the Blazers too and Sacramento.
Yeah. What?
You can get a player. You got plenty of cap space, bro. The Heat got plenty of cap space. Matter of fact, I heard that he can get 2 players.
Yeah, because I was saying this before. His contract, his actual max extension doesn't kick in until he makes another All-Star team or an all-defensive team. Bam. So
I think the look on Pat Riley's face Thursday night, that man's mind is already going to go get the Heat another star, a mega star. And you know what? Lifestyle, climate, tradition. Yo, I hit it. Oh, thank you. I didn't even know that. 400 subscribes on the nose. Let me give myself a hand. Tony, I'm sorry about last night, man, but I had so many people come up here to thank me and wish me well that I got a kidney, man. I mean, dude, you don't know how much that meant to me, that people reach out to me, man. You know, And I'll tell you something. Me and you could talk about this right now. I've lost a lot of my sports audience. But what these guys gotta understand is I do more than this sports. That was my plan up here. But you wait, bro. We got the week July 26th is gonna be all NFL, bro, for the next 9 months to the draft.
And June, and what is it called? And June, me and you are gonna be doing golf.
Oh yeah. I told guys that the other night. They were looking at me like I was crazy. Then when I had Bargav up there,
Yeah,
yeah, I told him. I said, yeah, man, I said, me and Tony, we're gonna be doing the U.S. Open, bro. You should have seen the you could hear a pin drop in the platform.
Yeah, and back to Pat Riley. When I look at him, he kind of reminds me a little bit of the guy for the old GMs that the Dolphins used to have, and
Yes, yes, yes. Don Shula said that, by the way, years ago. Don Shula told him that.
that he's like George.
He
What is
like Joe Thomas. Yeah, he's more like Joe Thomas.
than the other two?
Yeah, Bobby Buffett. Matter of fact, you know what? Riley's all three combined.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Riley's all three combined. Riley is all three of them combined. Riley's that great, man. I'm serious.
Are you surprised that Mark Murphy didn't become the GM of the
No, no,
of the Packers instead of this
no.
idiot that they have now? In,
Ryan Gutekunst.
Ludacris?
For why here, and Mike Florio says this, not me, Mike Florio. This guy has a problem more with Mark Murphy than Brian Gutekunst. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't get along with Mark Murphy? Wow.
Not at all. See, let me put it to you this way. And Mike Florio said this the other day, and you said it too. Give you a lot of credit for this. What holds the Packers back? And me and you talked about this. They should have won more titles. You have two. Manzano, imagine the Dolphins had Marino, then Rodgers, back to back with Jay Fiedler in the middle. Normally with a brain trust, like let's do our old brain trust. Imagine Joe Thomas, Bobby Buffett, and George Young had Marino and Rodgers. And remember, we could have took Rodgers at number 2. Nick Saban took Ronnie Brown.
Did Saban not want? Is there a reason why he didn't draft?
Because Nick Saban as a pro evaluator is a dumbass.
Yeah, he's more.
Imagine imagine we would have Rodgers at 2 that year.
Yeah, and he was sitting behind Fiedler.
No, he would have started right away. They would have put him in right away.
So we go from Marino to
Fiedler to Rodgers.
Rodgers, then from Rodgers maybe down the road to Tua, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but I do agree with the football people are saying around the NFL. He ain't going to be there long.
Tua?
Yeah.
Oh, because of Deshaun Watson?
Watson, and Russell Wilson too. That rumor has come back up yesterday. I didn't talk about it now. Portland, Carmelo hits a 3 up 9-9. Rumor is, come Tuesday, his cap hit will not be that bad. Go down from 39 to 13. And there's still rumors they may get rid of him.
Where do you... Okay.
They're talking Carolina for Sam Darnold straight up.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you're... These 3 quarterbacks, how do you see them landing? Where do you see each of them landing, in your opinion?
Giants, Wilson. Dolphins, Watson. Either Philadelphia
or Denver.
And I'm going to give you a name. Juan Z's, what's up, my brother? I love you. All the support you give this platform, bro. I finally reached 400 subscribers, man. I'm so proud. Thank you, everybody who loves what I do. Tony, you may not believe this, but more people respect me because I can talk Black Manosphere stuff, but they respect and love my sports. They
Yeah.
do. They tell me, they say, Mace, I come in here, you know, I pop in, you give the scores, I get what I need, I'm out the door. That's all I care about. Be honest with you.
You're not one
Yep.
of these people that care about subscribes or look.
No, and guys like you, I love on my panel. I see what TD does to you, bro.
Yeah, and this is how I see it happening with all three of these guys. I agree with you. I see Russell going to New York.
Yes, I see that.
I see Rogers either going to Denver or Philly,
Philly.
like you said,
Yep.
but more Denver because I honestly don't think I don't. I understand why you said they don't care, but I don't think, in their honest thoughts, I really don't think they want to face Rogers every
I
year.
don't, honestly, I don't think they care. If Philadelphia, let's just say at this time in February, said you can have all three picks, pick players you want, Green Bay would do that in a heartbeat. Denver's going to give them players
Yeah, yeah,
because they're going to support Jordan
Denver.
Love. Denver's going to give them a receiver or two.
Yeah,
Denver
yeah,
got plethora of good young receivers.
and to draft a
Yeah.
young receiver and maybe 2 or 3 draft picks.
Yeah, Denver will do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
See, what people don't understand, Tony, you know this because you follow this. These quarterbacks, the teams who want them, they don't care what they have to give up. They really don't care what they have to give up.
Yeah, you know what's actually makes me mad actually now? I just
No.
you know what happened? Actually, we gave up our first round pick to the Eagles. We didn't give the Chief.
Yeah, I told you we gave up our pick.
But it's weird. The mock drafts are saying we're going to be picking in the top 15. So if the Dolphins pick is giving the top 15, why not keep our pick or and trade the pick from the 49ers?
San Francisco. I'll be honest with you. I think the Dolphins are going to be very good. Who was it? Flipside Fishing? He came in early last night. He said, Mace, I've never felt this good about the Dolphins. And we both said the same year, 1993, until Marino busted his Achilles. And then I'm going to be honest with you, they've never been the same as a franchise,
Yeah.
especially in the front office. I like this front office, believe it or not, because they take risk. They don't give a bleep.
Yeah, can
And
you imagine? Like I said, can you imagine if Bobby Bedford was still our general manager until
oh
right now?
shit, Redskins will have no Super Bowls. We have 5 or 6 right now.
You've dealt with all three of them. Who's the better GM in your
Joe
opinion?
Thomas.
Joe
Thomas, because he built it from the beginning.
Did those
This
two
is the
come
same
out?
man, Manzano. This is the same man that traded 2 number ones for Paul Warfield, which was never heard of. A number one for Don Shula. What did that tell you? And you know what happened during those drafts, Anthony?
What?
Dolphins were picking last.
Yeah, because
Dynasty. They
Dynasty.
ain't need the
Yeah,
picks.
yeah. Who? Wait, but who
Doc,
was
let's get up here, bro. Huh?
okay? Shoot. I can't remember who was the third guy in that trio. There was
George Young.
yeah, there was Joe. Honestly, when I look
Yeah.
at Chris Greer a little bit,
Yeah.
he kind of it's either Bobby or George. He doesn't remind me of Joe Thomas. Like when how he works reminds me a little of George Young or
Yeah, he's
Bobby.
George Young because that's the Parcells School. He's George Young. He's
Are
George
those
Young.
those other two guys, Reggie McKenzie, more of the Joe Thomas and
No, I say Reggie's more George Young.
And the other guy, the GM.
Allen's a scout. Allen's a scout. He knows a GM. He's the best college evaluator in the NFL. Look what he's done in Buffalo and Kansas City. Little Rock.
Do you think?
Go ahead, Tony.
Who do you think is the next Hall of Fame class, Mace? Who do you want in the Hall of Fame class next year? As a
Torrey Holt.
I know it's too late. Why not add Kuchenberg and Richmond?
If the Dolphins win big this year, like get to, let's say, the conference final, AFC Championship, Kuchenberg will get in. Richmond Webb will never get in. And the rumor I heard, the reason why is because he was mixed up with the wrong people in some drug scandal.
That's horrible for Rich. Some off the field thing, it doesn't matter. Was it? That's bad. Like, just because it's off the field.
I know, it's stupid, right? Like we was talking about up here the other night. You wasn't here yet. About how the hell Albert Bell is not in the Hall of Fame. Don't make effing sense. I read you those numbers in 1995.
That was that was Manny Ramirez's numbers in
Boston.
In Boston in 2004, right? The same exact numbers.
Yeah. Manny Ramirez, man. What a effing player. But remember what I told you, the story about
the Boston Red Sox thing?
He went to the damn Green Monster bathroom to take a leak during the game.
I can't imagine a Yankees player doing something that stupid.
No, never. He'll never. The Yankees will sabotage that player's career if he did something like that. Grinder, what's up, bro?
What's good with you?
Yo, thank you for last night. I mean, damn, that was so much fun. You guys roasting me, man.
What?
You guys were roasting me last night about me getting my kidney, man. I loved it, man. That's why I had a Kool-Aid smile on my face. Remember with me and Go Professor? I told Go Professor, I said, nigga, I ain't forget what you did to me up here about Tom Brady. I said, that cocksucker got a fucking 5-year extension, $9 million a year. Fuck that.
Dang, yo. Come on. I mean, sometimes overdoing it. Sometimes, I mean, I understand. But overdoing it, come on, y'all.
Oh,
y'all, come on,
man. Damn, you want to win 10 rings that bad, bro?
That bad, yo.
God.
New England, I'm telling you. Yo,
they're in
Belichick.
trouble, bro. New England's in trouble, bro. I see it from a mile away.
You think they in trouble?
And I heard yesterday.
Nah, nah, nah. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. I think Belichick got one more in this. I think he got one more.
I don't see it. That division's getting too strong. It's over for them.
Brandon, you have too much faith in Belichick. You have too much faith.
Nah, I'm just good. Somebody got to be optimistic. I know. Sometimes somebody got
the balloon will burst, especially if New England blows them out on national TV. The balloon will burst in Foxborough.
Oh, if the Bucks blow them out in Foxborough,
just beat them. Owners,
it'll have to be a blowout.
The owner already pissed off that he said he spent $300 million of his money with no stars. He said, where is the star power? And you know what the first name he mentioned? When he said we built this through the draft. I got Tommy in the 6th round. Mic drop. Bob Kraft.
They're expecting.
You should see my mouth, man. You see my mouth like what? He didn't say that. Tell he didn't say that.
Yeah, he did. And it's funny, guys. And it's funny. I have friends who are hardcore. I have friends from high school who are hardcore Patriots fans, and they're expecting this guy Mac Jones to be Tom Brady. I'm like, okay,
that's not happening.
You know who said that? Seriously, and he wanted his old team to take him. Joe Namath. He said he is Tom Brady 2.0.
No. Yo, name it, man. You getting hit. Nah, come on, Joe. Joe. Boy,
That's what he
Joe, come on.
said. The
I
week
know,
of
Joe.
that Tuesday of the draft, he was interviewed on NFL Network, and they asked him, "Who's the best quarterback in this draft?" And he
Joe.
said, "Whoever takes Mac Jones is getting the next Tom Brady."
Joe.
And that's why the Patriots wanted him so bad.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. Come on, Joe. Joe.
He likes Zach Wilson, but he
I,
thinks that Zach is a little bit too cocky. But Manzano, you missed it last night. I
yeah,
played the
Mazzano,
whole.
you missed it last night.
You
Yeah.
missed it last night. I played the press conference. Zach Wilson.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Tony, he would have changed your mind. You hear him
Yeah,
last night.
very
He would
mature,
have.
grown
Yeah.
up, taking his job seriously. Said that
Mm-hmm.
he has to lead this franchise. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is his job. This is not fun and games.
Okay.
Out.
Okay. Let's get back to Joe Namath. Joe
Yeah.
Namath is calling the pot. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Him saying that Zach Wilson is cocky when he was the same exact way. He shouldn't be the last one to call someone out for being cocky.
Well, let me say this to you, okay? I'm gonna do two analogies. I'll do the Jets first. I'm gonna do the Dolphins. Okay. You've been the face of a franchise for the last 50 years.
Plus.
And now there's a guy who can threaten your legacy and take New York City by storm. I will be the same way. Miami. Tua wins the Super Bowl. The Zillennial Dolphin fan will put him on a pedestal. And they're going to tell the Generation X Miami Dolphin fan Marino's a loser. How do you think the Marino fans going to feel about that?
They'll be pissed.
Of course. To the point where they say, you know what, I ain't rooting for this team no more. F the NFL.
Yeah, no. I'm a see, this is what I'm a Dolphins fan. Like I'm not a player fan. I'm for the logo. Are you like that, mate? Are you guys when it comes to
Yeah, I'm like that.
And are you like that with the Jets? You're not a player. You're not a favorite. You don't have
logo.
a favorite player. Yeah, you're all about
logo all the way.
EM's the same way. He's logo.
I'm logo. You should tell Tony how they were talking about the Jets. I'm not sticking my team logo. Because when you logo, that means that you part of history.
Yeah, and to be honest, that I'm a Marino fan, but I want Tua to succeed, and we need to stop doing this with the quarterbacks we draft. This is what I hate about Dolphins fans, and specifically my Generation X and your generation a little bit too, Mace. That
I am Generation X.
We Generation X. So.
We're Generation X.
Yeah, Generation X.
Well, my quarterback is Bob Greasy.
Right. There's difference.
No,
I saw them when I saw that dynasty in front of my own eyes every week up here in New York. He's my quarterback, not Marino. He's my quarterback.
Okay.
Right. Championships.
Yeah,
bingo. Dynasty.
Right.
But with Marino fans specifically, we need to Dolphins fans and Marinos fans specifically need to stop this. You're putting pressure on a kid who hasn't been in the league to be like Marino, who is one of the greatest quarterbacks.
All he has to do, Tony, is get the ring, and no one, I'm telling you, you young guys ain't gonna give an F about that. All you're gonna say to the Marino crowd, what the F did Dan do but put up numbers?
Right. And then you know what your generation gonna say? I'm gonna tell you as a sport, you know what they're gonna say? What Marino had done. Marino got numbers. We got a ring. That's it.
Right. That's it.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you something else too.
See,
and Tony, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm gonna give it right back to you. I'm gonna tell you something else too. The national media never liked Marino. They love Tua. They want to see Tua succeed, especially in Miami.
Well, yeah,
Why did they hate?
Marino was a cocky. He was
There
an
you go.
asshole.
Zach Wilson is another name of Marino. Marino was another name of.
Yeah.
Very cocky.
Yeah, and to be honest, for me, I'm a Marino fan to a point, but I don't blame him for not winning the Super Bowls, Mace. Do you?
No.
That's
We didn't have good management, bro. We didn't.
Yeah,
He didn't
have,
know. He didn't have no good management. He not had to do supporting pieces. I mean, to help him succeed.
We had horrible GMs once the trio left, Tony.
Yeah, but I thought
Tony.
Was Shula the GM like Belichick?
No, he gave it to somebody else. But listen to me. In the 1980s, listen to this. From 1981 to 1990, listen to this. Joe Thomas, 4 Super Bowls, San Francisco. Bobby Beffert, 3 Super Bowls, Redskins. George Young, 2 Super Bowls, Bears. The only other 2 teams to win a Super Bowl in that time period, Giants. Raiders won in 83, Bears won in 85. Nobody else won but those 3 men. Think about what I just told you.
Jesus, and you said one of them won in the 90s too, right? And
yeah, Bobby Beffert won his 3rd one. Both of them. Young won his 2nd one, and Beffert won the year after with the Redskins. The NFC East was built on those 3 men.
Jesus Christ. And your favorite, and the guy you like, the Cowboys too, and Gil Brandt.
Yeah, Gil Brandt was awesome.
Honestly, those 4 guys actually, to me, are the best GMs in NFL history. To be
Jim
honest.
Finks of the Bears was good too.
Yeah, and understand this, Tony. Why it's so different then than now? All of them play each other, or they play against each other in the playoffs.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I think the playoffs have been watered down the past few years. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, but definitely. But I'm talking about the old days, bro.
Old days, man.
When Mr. Miami is about to come up here right now, is in diapers. John B, what's up, bro? What's up, my buddy? Man. John B.
What's up, brother Mike?
Man, Mr. Money, how you doing, sir?
Thank you, John B.
in the building.
What's up,
Mr.
John
Miami?
B?
What's up? You fix this.
She not too much, just chilling.
Say what's up, Mr. Miami? What's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Mr. Benjamin, Mr. Dead Benjamin yourself. How you doing?
John B, do me a favor. John B, do me a favor, bro. Put some questions in the chat. Look at the wins of those 3 men once they left Miami. Think about it.
Did Huizinga not get along with those guys? That's why
Huizinga didn't buy the team till I think 91.
Because Robbie died in 91. He died in 1990. Yeah,
1990. Yeah.
Yeah. Did Joe Robbie not get along with them? That's why he released.
No, exactly. His ego was bruised. And he was cheap.
Who's worse, Huizinga or Robbie, Mace?
Huizinga.
Dang.
I never liked Wayne Huizinga. Hell, I like fucking Stephen Ross. Okay. That's right, Af. John Morant Worldwide. That's right, Af. Alum. You damn right. John Morant. Yeah. Stupid ass. Let the three of the best players in the planet Earth go to the World Football League. You out your goddamn mind.
Right. Doesn't make no sense, man.
In the World League, that
Warfield at that time, Tony, was the greatest receiver to ever play. At that time.
Okay.
That mother folded.
Larry Zonka was the best running back in football at that time.
Facts.
Jim Kick was the best multi-dimensional running back at that time on the planet Earth. And you let them walk out the fucking door?
Didn't Mercury Morris go with them too?
No, Mercury stayed. But him and Shula didn't get along.
There we go. And let me tell you, Tony, my son. As a sports critic, so picture if you would have kept them.
Yep.
Pittsburgh would not want
never
the
exist.
Super Bowls.
Pittsburgh would never exist.
They won't want the Super Bowls. Trust me.
Nope.
Trust me. If you would see, go on TV and watch Miami, them teams from I'm talking about the team. Y'all was loaded.
Meyer will get him going this year. You better believe it. I do believe in Urban Meyer.
So you guys think if, let's say, the Steelers didn't draft that well, the Dolphins would be the dominant team in that era?
It wouldn't make a difference if they would have had.
Close. They were. They was the first dynasty of the AFC. Are you kidding me?
It was. You understand that?
Nobody went to 3 Super Bowls in a row back then. Not even the Packers.
No.
We could have been.
Not even the Steelers. Not even the Cowboys.
Tony?
I was too young. That's why I'm asking.
But yeah, no. I'm gonna drop some of you as a sports critic. Miami 71, one game, 72. Perfect game. Enough said. And they was beating Pittsburgh. And even let me tell you, that Pittsburgh drafted
that would be nice, Jobby.
Yeah. Then plus they drafted
Still correct.
What's the quarterback Bradshaw in 1970, and then Pittsburgh still wasn't winning.
Nope. Couldn't beat Miami. And Miami won the AFC title in Pittsburgh 1972.
Right.
Facts.
In Pittsburgh, Tony, think about that. They were undefeated, but they put them on the road for the championship game.
What? That made no sense.
And that's when they developed the steel curtain, and Pittsburgh still cannot beat Miami.
See, I don't get that. I didn't get that. If the Dolphins were undefeated, why did the NFL put them on the road?
Stupid NFL rules back then.
Yeah.
We could have been 5-time
champions,
Super Bowl champions
in a row.
Matter of fact, 6.
Not even a question.
Thanks to the Redskins.
Lillard's on fire. Portland's hit 3 threes in a row. They're up by 9. They're up by 9 now.
Thanks to the Redskins, San Diego Chargers. Thanks to Jacksonville and Baltimore twice.
It's true,
bro. Cowboys.
See, y'all gotta understand what they go on with me saying. The ones who's like running the teams and even like the general managers, they had this Madrid attitude, but it was not tricking it down with the team. They made some bone-headed, stupid decisions.
Yep, the owner did. Joe Robbie didn't want to pay, so you lost your dynasty. Your name was still respected. The Dolphins' mystique was always good until, I'd say, about 1985. Then they lost their mystique, but I think the mystique is coming back. And if that mystique comes back beginning this year, it is going to be tough to beat Miami in Miami for as long as Flores is there. It's going to be tough to beat them in Miami.
Facts.
Deshaun's going to be a Redskin. I can see that. The Redskins are the type of team that will overpay for a black quarterback, especially if he's good.
And also, Tony, you got to understand, I'll switch to baseball. Why do you think the Oakland A's could not win more than 2 or 3?
Perfect analogy. Charlie Finley didn't want to pay.
Cheap. Do you know how good their team was from?
Good. They beat the Big Red Machine in Cincinnati without Reggie Jackson, 72. 73, they beat the best pitching staff you can argue in the 1970s until they traded Tom Terrific, God bless his soul. And in 74, they beat a Dodger team bet the entire infield for a decade came up through the farm system.
Mm-hmm. In your picture, they didn't play Reggie Jackson. Picture if Finley would have paid them, you think about there ain't gonna be no big red machine in the mid-70s. You think about even the Yankees.
Yep.
You don't see the Yankees be winning like it's 77, 78. I mean
Nope.
78. You don't see none of that. I'm gonna tell you that's how good it was, and what's so scary about them too. They also came up through the farm system, and plus they was
Yep.
young.
Yep, very young. When they won those 3 World Series in a row, they were one of the youngest teams to ever have a dynasty in baseball.
There's
old
no
teams.
ifs or buts about. They would have been the team of the set. They would you
To me, they
you
are the team in the 70s. I don't
the
want to
team
hear
of the
about the Big
70s.
Red Machine because they beat the Big Red Machine.
No, I
Games,
wouldn't. Yeah, right, exactly.
Games 6 and
But
7 in
I mean,
Cincinnati
they would
were
have had
heart-wrenching.
more championships.
Yeah,
They
they
would have
should
had
have
more.
much
Oh, they
more.
would have
I
more
agree.
champ. You would see
I
no
agree.
Big Red Machine. You would see no Yankees. No, you
I
wouldn't.
agree. I agree. No doubt.
Mason
doubt.
underrated and Mr. Miami. This is a general. Who are for you guys? Who are the 3 or 5 greatest GMs in sports history, including baseball and basketball and football?
Well, you have to go back to the 1900s. I forgot that Connie Mack was a great GM. You know,
Steinbrenner.
Vance Rickey.
Right.
I say George Young, the Dolphins.
Yeah, Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
How about for basketball?
Joe Brandt.
George Hollis.
Curly Lambeau. The Packers built that dynasty with Lombardi.
Yeah.
How about
Remember, Green Bay was garbage until Lombardi got there.
Yeah, and you gotta understand that's true. And understand like this, when the NFL was formed, Green Bay was one of the
Original
franchises, Jimmy.
franchises.
Was your franchise too. So you
great
think about like it took 30 years. They built, long 30 years, but they got done.
That's
Danny
when
Crane. John B. Who did Danny Crane run? No, I don't know who Danny Crane is. I never heard the name till now.
How about the guy how about the GM who won all those championships with the Celtics in the 80s? I forgot the guy's name.
Oh, of course, Red Auerbach. You can put. Matter of fact, Red Auerbach goes all the way to the top.
Yeah, he Route Rushmore. He got his own Route Rushmore.
Yeah, Red Auerbach won 15 titles.
Yeah, he by himself.
Red Auerbach is all the way at the top. So Red Auerbach is 1.
Yeah.
The GM for the Lakers.
Jerry West is 2.
Okay.
Whoever ran the Montreal Canadiens is 3. Got to be.
Riley.
He won 22 titles by himself. He won 22 Stanley Cups by himself. The Montreal guy.
By himself.
So you gotta put him there.
So the other 8 we not count. We talking about 20 by himself.
Yeah,
the Canadians.
He won by himself, the Canadians GM. So back in those days, you never get fired.
No.
How about the GM for was that Jerry West in the 80s?
Yes, I put Jerry West in there.
And Pat Riley, because
Pat Riley's in there, definitely Pat Riley.
I forgot the GM for
you missed what I said about Pat Riley earlier, Mr. Miami. He wasn't up here yet. Pat Riley definitely goes in there.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
We were comparing
Also,
and the GOAT.
George Young and Bobby Befford.
No, they didn't win enough. I mean, Manzano, 22 Stanley Cups by himself. Are you kidding me? In those days, you don't get fired if you win, especially in Montreal.
Yeah, you understand, and you gotta think about that's almost 2 decades and a half.
I mean, my God, if you're winning like they were, shit, they wasn't making millions of dollars. That man was happy getting $20,000.
And you know what? And Tony, let me say this though too. You know, in the NHL Hall of Fame, damn by them enough.
Would you?
They might as well have their own Hall of Fame.
Mason underrated. Would you guys consider the GM who won all those championships in the early 2000s with the Blackhawks, a great general manager?
Yeah. You know who built that team, Manzona? You want to know who did that?
Dale Talon.
That's right. Yes, Dale Talon's great. Yes.
Mhm.
And he'll get you a superstar this summer, some way, somehow.
No, he's not the general manager for the. We fired him. We replaced him with some. The Panthers don't have Dale Talon anymore because he
Underachieved.
Huh?
He underachieved. He got you talent, but he didn't get you no playoff wins.
Right.
Who for you guys, like in the modern era or from the 70s on, was the greatest general manager in baseball?
Baseball? Oh, that's hard right there.
I would say Steinbrenner.
He's the owner. No, George spent money. When you talk about GM, player development,
that's what we're talking
Brian
about.
Cashman.
You know, I'm going to say something about Cash. I didn't respect Cash until he made that trade with the Indians and the Cubs in 2016. And I live here, so I live this.
Mm-hmm.
Yankee fan is very sensitive. They're the type of fans that when their own does well, they're very proud of that. It's the bandwagon guy who wants Steinbrenner to spend money. And I told you this a couple of weeks ago, man, a couple of months ago, Manzana. Yankees don't do that no more. They're more of marketing their brand now all over the world. Hal Steinbrenner doesn't want to spend money unless they need to spend it. That's why they went out and got Garrett Cole. Okay? Yankees are different now. But the point I'm getting to with Cashman is I give him a hell of a lot of credit going with the kids in 2017. Let me tell you what happened in 2017. Yankees fought with all these kids they brought up. They were going to be bad. So no one hardly goes to the games at Yankee Stadium because the tickets are $2,000 a piece. No joke.
Damn.
Yeah.
So what the Yankees did was they, except for the bleachers, because the bleachers are $5. Everywhere else, every place in the stadium but the bleachers is half price the whole year. You know what started to happen? Yankee fans started bringing their kids, their families to the games. The food was affordable. And what happened that year? Magic for them. Their young kids came through. Aaron Judge became a hero to Yankee fandom. The Yankees did it right for a change. And I was happy for them. I hate the Yankees, but I'll tell you, when you do shit right, look at the Knicks now here. They did it right. They went with a bunch of no-name kids. The fans are in love with this team in New York. And they don't care if they're faceless. What they care about, these kids play hard. And the Yankee fandom, the real Yankee fan, the ones who love Don Mattingly, who I told you a couple weeks ago, Mattingly is to a lot of Yankees who are living right now, is the greatest Yankee to ever put on pinstripes. Am I right, Grinder?
Yep. Donnie Ball.
Thanks.
Donnie Ball. And
That
I'm gonna
crowd,
tell you
that Yankee fandom. No, it's okay. I'm gonna give it to you. That Yankee fan, Tony, the Mattingly crowd, they love their prospects.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how Yankees do. The Mets are a different story. The Met fans, I can't stand them. No offense, Grinder. They have inferiority complex.
Oh, I agree.
But now the Mets finally got God came to the Mets. You know what that is? They got an owner who could match George Hal Steinbrenner dollar for dollar, and he'll do it.
Right, and he do it, and
He'll
also,
do it.
and let me explain something to you, y'all too, and you can say this too. Donnie baseball is real.
Mace, the two GMs that you were up for the Montreal Canadiens that won multiple championships for Frank J. Southpart and Sam Pollock. That's who That's
Yeah.
the two GMs that
Well,
won.
those guys, the Montreal did it right in the 20s, 40s, and 60s. They
Yeah.
did it right.
Shoot.
They got their French Canadian players who were superstars, Hall of Famers. John Boulevard won 11 cups, which is unheard of. He's up there with Bill Russell.
Right. But that nobody don't talk about it either.
Exactly. But in
They don't
Montreal, they love those guys.
Yeah. And
This is the way Montreal works, man. Montreal is like here. I tell people that if for brothers, you want to meet some beautiful Caribbean, French, Canadian women, go to Montreal.
What would you say? Was Rocket Richard
Yes.
part of the Canadians during that time?
Oh hell yeah! He won. I think he won about 8 or 9. Maurice Rocket Richard. When he got hurt in the game, no joke. They firebombed the old Montreal Forum to get at the player who hurt him. They were waiting outside to kill him. True story. And the police let them to go stay there, didn't look the other way, was just walking the beat. And the police said if that player would have came out of the Montreal Forum, they would have beat that nigga down, bro, themselves.
See,
Montreal is a delusional city. I'm telling you. I've been there many times. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. Now if I got my kidney, when I get a little bit better, I'm running up there for a weekend. Montreal is tremendous. If you like
when it comes to delusion, Mace, Toronto or Montreal?
Montreal.
The home of the Heart Foundation.
The difference is, Calgary is the Heart Foundation. The difference is Montreal is a fun fan base. You can chill with them. You can have fun with them. Toronto hasn't won in 53 years. No, they haven't won in 55 years. Toronto's always on edge. But of all the hockey cities up there, the city that's the most delusional by far, Edmonton. Those people are wackos. Connor McDavid, think about this, Manzano. Connor McDavid has to win 5 cups to match Mark Messier up there. Think about that. He has to win 5.
Wait,
2 is not good enough.
Okay, did Gretzky win champion?
Gretzky won 4, but he got traded to the Kings.
So he already had Stanley Cups before he got traded to the Kings.
Yeah, he
had
4.
He had 4.
He had 4.
Then did he win? Did he win 2 or 3 more with the Kings, Mish?
He didn't win nothing with the Kings.
They won nothing with the Kings. They come clear.
By the way, Wayne Gretzky resigned on Tuesday. I reported that when I came back on the air Tuesday. He quit in Edmonton. Too much pressure. He admitted that. Good for Gretz. Get the hell out of there. He sees the delusion in management and the fan base. It's just a sick fan base in Edmonton. They're sick. I'm not kidding. They are mentally ill in Edmonton. Why do you think Warren Moon got out when he won 5 with the Eskimos? He said enough. Enough. They demand. Edmonton is a sick. They're just delusional in Edmonton. Connor McDavid has to win 5.
Has to win 5. And also, let me tell you this, Tony Massano, right? When the Islanders make they run of the dynasty back in the early 80s, do you know who ended the New York Islanders run? Edmonton did. That's when they start. That's when they started.
Let me say something about that. I'm glad you brought that up, Grant. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Islander fan, don't be like Edmonton fan, please. You already got the signs up in Long Island. The dynasty is back.
Yeah, so damn.
You know, Islander fan, don't go the route of the Edmonton Oilers fan. Don't. Just enjoy that you have one of the best GMs ever in Lou Lamoriello. How's the Devils been since Lou left?
Not that good.
Mace, look at me. Look.
Yeah. How's the Devils been since Lou left? How has the Capitals been since they fired Barry Trotz after winning a Stanley Cup. How's Ovi been since?
That's why I'm saying I think Ovi wants a fresh start. I don't think he goes to Vegas, to be honest, because I think he would rather deal with no taxes in Florida. So I think he would rather.
See, this is stupid to me. Mate, I gotta say, because I always want to bring how you the capital. How you could fire somebody that built the team, that won you the Stanley, and you fired it? How you could?
And I had a black player hold that Stanley Cup up. I got that in one of my thumbnails.
You're right. You had a black player hold in the capital city to hold the Stanley. A black player with Stanley.
I'm telling you right now, and I'm going to predict this right now. I don't know when NHL free agency is, when it starts. I promise you one thing, Ovi will be on the move. I don't know if it's going to be in Miami. I don't know if it's going to be in Tampa. I don't know where the hell it's be. It won't be New York. I don't see Ovi here, even though John B said he has a house out in
How about LA?
Brighton Beach. No, I don't see Ovi in LA. No, Ovi's going to go where he can win right now.
You have a black player hold up the Stanley.
That's why I said Florida. I said Tampa. Vegas. If Vegas don't get to the Cup final.
Yeah. See, I'm the two guys I'm between for the. You're right. The Panthers need a superstar. I'm between either. If we can't get Ovi, I'm fine with Malkin. Getting Malkin.
Malkin will help. Malkin will help.
Do you guys consider Malkin a superstar?
Yes. Hell's yes.
Why you don't?
Hell yeah.
No. I'm not saying he's not a superstar. I'm saying because he had to deal.
Yes,
with
he is.
Malkin is a mega star, not a superstar. Avoni Malkin is a mega star.
The reason why I asked that is because I think he was overshadowed by what's his name.
Yeah, but Sid the Kid.
Yeah, Sid the Kid. That's what hurt. I think if
did you hear that asshole the other night? He is such an asshole, and he wonders why he don't get the love that he feels he deserves. What a dick! I'm getting tired of this team from Long Island beating me. Motherfucker, look at the banners at the Coliseum. Then come back to me. You didn't make that legacy in Pittsburgh. Mario Lemieux did. With a fucking all-star cast around him, I might add.
Jaromir Jagr when he was young.
Yes, right.
And you know what? We always talking about greats, but we never talk about Mario Lemieux or Jagr.
Because Mario, I could tell you why. Mario is a dick, just like Sidney was.
That's true.
He didn't want to talk English. And then when he goes to Montreal or Quebec City, he shows his true colors speaking in French.
That's true.
That was Mario's problem. Mario was arrogant. You know who he was in another sport? Vlad Guerrero. Vlad Guerrero was arrogant. He was pompous. He only wanted to talk to the Latin media. Didn't want to talk to the white media. And that's why Vlad don't get the love he deserves. But in Montreal, boy, he partied up there. I am too when I get up there in a couple months. You better believe that. Shit.
Mace, since you watched both of these guys in their prime, who's better? Sergei Fedorov or Jaromir Jagr?
Wow, that's a great question. Wow. Manzano, bringing it. Fedorov was clutch, and he was the man until he started chasing what's-her-face. When he started chasing Anna Kournikova, he really fell off.
Yeah.
God damn, did he love him some Anna Kournikova. That is no joke. That was facts, Tony. When he started dating Anna Kournikova,
he started
to fall off.
Yeah, start
it has to
yes,
be Yager.
start the
Yager.
carrier. Start the carrier has tennis rackets and all that.
Yeah,
And yeah,
Yager.
fella.
That's
Yager.
not a good look.
Because Yager was dominant. Yager, let's say if a couple of Red Wings went down, Fedorov couldn't carry that team. When Mario was off, Yager dominates the game himself. It wasn't fair Pittsburgh had those superstars in the early 90s all around Mario. It wasn't fair.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair.
Okay, actually, you watched this guy when he was with Detroit in his prime, and I watched Nick Lindstrom. Who do you like
Awesome
better,
player.
Lindstrom or Chris Chelios?
Lindstrom.
Oh,
There was a class, a smoothness the way Nick played. I love Chris though. Chris my nigga, bro. I love Chris Chelios, man. Chelios my nigga, bro. That's my boy.
it seems, and when I look at Detroit's team during the early 90s, late 80s, 90s and stuff, it seems like they brought a lot of Russian players. Basically.
Yeah, because nobody wanted to play in Detroit.
Just like Detroit Pistons, they have a lot of rough players. They have to fit the culture.
Manzano, keep it going, bro. More hockey. Go ahead. What's next?
Okay. This is a good matchup. Who do you like better, Kovalchuk or Ovi?
Oh, Ovi. But Ilya was good. But Ilya, how can I say this? Ilya was a guy that went about his business. He met his dream girl, and was more like a husband type. Like hockey was a job to Ilya.
Okay. Okay, this is a good one. Pavel Bure versus Sergei Fedorov.
Pavel Bure, no doubt. Russian rocket. Bure.
Ovi versus Fedorov.
Ovechkin.
Are you going to choose Ovi over Bure or Bure?
Bure.
Okay. Okay.
To those young guys. To those young guys. I'm talking the Ovechkin, Malkin group, and the guy who's also on the Capitals.
Kuznetsov.
To those guys, Pavel Bure, and I forgot the guy who went to Buffalo, Mogilny, Alex Mogilny. To those players, those are their heroes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't ever want to disappoint Pavel Bure.
Yeah.
And that's coming from a player who I think is not better than Pavel, but a player who is, when it's all said and done, is going to challenge Gretzky's record.
Okay.
Think about what I just told you.
Yeah.
He has so much. Those guys have so much respect for Pavel Bure and Alexander Mogilny, bro.
It's like the Americans with Madonna. With Mike
with
Madonna.
Mike Madonna, yes.
And the
with Mike
Canadians
Madonna.
with and the
French
Canadians
players with Mario Lemieux, Luc Robitaille.
When you look at are there any young players that you can see that play similarly?
I gotta get deep back into it again. I will this year upcoming. I will get deep back into the hockey.
Oh, when you look at the current players in the NHL, who's the closest thing to Madonna, Mace, in your opinion?
Of the American players,
Yeah,
probably Brady to Chuck.
I was gonna say Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Matthews is better than Tkachuk. But Brady Tkachuk is a damn good player. No one knows he's in Ottawa.
Let me ask you a question, brother Mace.
You're good.
What you think about the old timers? Phil Esposito and Bobby Hall.
Two of the greatest that ever walked the face of the earth.
Oh, you've seen both of them, playmates. Who is better, Brett or Bobby?
Brett. Bobby said that himself.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh, I wish I could have seen how they play, man. It would have been a
Yeah, in
joy.
the '60s, me too, man. I missed that because I was in diapers.
Yeah, me too, man.
Me too. I wasn't even
Oh my
born in the
God.
'60s.
Oh man, they had it all, man. I'm telling you, they had it all, man. I was watching flicks on Brother Meat. They had it all. They could skate.
I know Grinder will remember this name, but to me, one of the smoothest, one of the greatest players I ever had the privilege to watch with my own eyes was Guy Lafleur.
Oh no! Oh, he's a god.
Guy
He's a
Lafleur
god.
was so special, Manzano.
God.
Montreal.
Mace, if I'm not, if he's a god.
When he came back to Montreal, hey Kareem, how you doing, my love? When he came back to Montreal, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you. Go back to tears. Thank you for my 400 subs. Yeah, we getting there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Kareem, be here tonight,
Thank you,
baby.
sister.
I'm gonna say something about Guy Lafleur in a second. Kareem, be here tonight, 8:30, honey. I'm gonna kill the Simps tonight. Be here. I'm gonna have an all-star panel.
Gross.
Kill the Simps. Y'all,
Yeah.
I might make a manly meal while you killing the Simps. How you like
got
that,
it, bro.
Mace?
I appreciate
Man,
that.
Mace, I got a good one. How about Teemu Sulani versus Mark Messier?
Say again.
Teemu Sulani versus Mark Messier.
I'm gonna take Messier, and I put in my lifetime. I'm gonna say Messier's top 3 ever I've ever seen play. One of the greatest leaders of men ever. But
Yeah.
Timo is one of my personal favorites.
Now, I'm gonna go a little different, Mace.
Jari Curry.
I'm gonna go one a little different because I did see both of them, but I see Messi won the 4 cups with Edmonton. And let's be honest here. When he came to the Rangers, I said back in maybe 92, 91, 92, the Rangers wasn't really on that. But the Rangers, but see, people going to compare the Rangers of the Islanders back in the 80s. No, you cannot. You can't do that. You can't do that. But I said, basically, the leaders of it because he put the Rangers on his back and they won.
Made that bold prediction after Game 6. We will win. No, after Game 5, he said we will win Game 6, and they did.
And they did it. That's leaders of men. He took the Rangers on his back and won it.
And that's the difference between a Deshaun Watson and a Patrick Mahomes. Right there.
I'm gonna ask you guys your opinion on this player. I'm not sure if you watched him when he was playing. Jari Curry, how good was he, Mace?
The best left winger you can argue in the history of the sport.
Yeah. But I want you to
Good
get back to
player.
LaFleur. So tell the people about it.
Kareem, take your time. I'm going to be up here all night when I start doing that simp panel. I'm going to have Platinum Elite up here. I'm going to have Ism. I'm going to have DJ Kuda. A whole cast of guys. Triple Black will be up here. Hopefully Grinder will be up here. So take your time. Enjoy your barbecue. I'm glad it stopped raining here. It poured rain the last day and a half. And I love you. And enjoy your day, baby. Guy Lafleur. He retired and then came back in 1989 as a New York Ranger.
Damn.
People thought in Montreal they were going to boom. The second he went out for the skate, the practice before the warm-up, before the game, the fans couldn't stop giving him a standing ovation. When you shine for franchises like the Yankees, Montreal, they never forget you.
Definitely.
They don't forget you.
A warm up, y'all.
Okay, wait. Is
A warm up. Now think of no. Let me get this, Tony. Do you hear what Brother Mace is saying? A warm up.
Fucking Mr. Miami shots fired.
Yo, Miami, you ain't shit. I'm just letting you know right now. We cannot take you nowhere. That's on.
Mr.
Oh,
Miami,
okay.
Mr. Miami, you
Mace,
picked me.
who do you like
Yeah, go
better,
ahead.
Yes,
Brodeur
sir.
or Brodeur or Dominic Hasek?
Brodeur, he got the cups.
Right.
I thought Hasek won a cup. I
He
was
won one. Brodeur was
One.
the New Jersey Devils. How the Devils been since Brodeur left the net?
Mace, hold on 1 second. Look at me.
The thumb's
Look,
going down.
yeah.
they get
Yeah.
double. Tony, that answer your question.
Portland up
Look,
18. That's right.
that answer your question, Tony.
If Marty Brodeur was a Ranger instead of a Devil, he have a statue outside Madison Square Garden.
Right. Yes.
Instead, his statue's outside the Prudential Center.
Right. And he would win. Also, would definitely won cups with the Rangers.
Let Carey Price win a cup for Montreal. He'll have a statue outside the Bell Center.
Right. Yep.
How about Bobby Lou? Mace, what's your opinion on Bobby Lou?
Bobby Lou? What team did he play for?
Roberto
Bobby
Luongo.
Lowe.
I hate to say this about Luongo because
Say it.
the best year he had was his first year in Vancouver. He was ridiculous. Look at the numbers. First year in Vancouver, 2007. Never got it done.
Would you guys say John Van Beesbrook was the most underrated goalie in his era?
Nah. I think the most underrated goalie was probably Mike Vernon was.
Mike Vernon, wow.
Mike Vernon.
Yeah. Little Mikey Vernon. Won a cup in Calgary. Won 3 with the Red Wings.
That is true.
NFL.
And we never mention him as the best goalie either. He don't even mention like in the top 10 goal. He don't mention that. He should. People is all into Macy, you know what I'm saying with this. See, a fans back then, when you a goalie, it's all about cups.
Yep. The goalie
Right?
is the equivalent to the quarterback and your star pitcher in baseball and your quarterback in football.
Right. It's all about cups.
Now, I got something for Manzano since he asked about him a lot.
No, let me finish this point first.
Okay, good.
Now, the players right now, the hardcore, I'm talking about the casual hockey fans, it's all about power play. I'm talking about the goalie, power play and shutouts. There's a difference in the mindset. You got it.
Manzano, I'll tell you something since you like him so much. You know who Dominic Hasek was in his prime in another sport?
Who?
He was LeBron of the NHL.
He was a little bit overrated.
No, he was dominant.
Okay.
Dominic Hasek in the 1990s clearly was the best goalie.
Oh yeah.
I can bring up an old name. How about Eddie?
Eddie Belfour?
No, he played for the Rangers in the
Eddie Giacomin?
Yeah,
Eddie Giacomin. Ranger fans, to them, he's the greatest goalie ever. It's like the Yankee fan with Mattingly.
Right. I'm surprised. He didn't have stats.
What's your opinion on Chris Osgood, Mace?
He is underrated. There's another one that's underrated.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get the love. He never got the love.
Lawrence
I think Denver is mailing this one in. Lillard from half court. Oh, he missed it.
Percy LeBois, John Hutton. How did you ever watch Rogie Vachon, Mace?
Yes, he was in the Kings.
How good was Tom Barrasso, Mace?
He was a little overrated. Got bashed.
Mike Richter was pretty good.
He was all right.
Oh, Mikey.
Let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now. You'll like this. To me, Van Breesbrook was much better than Mike Richter, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
That's just my opinion. To me, Van Breesbrook was 10 times better.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy didn't like him. Mike Keenan didn't like Van Breesbrook.
No, he didn't. Actually, never got along. What? Now, let me ask you a question. Man. What you think about Mike Boston?
Shit. Never underrated player.
Yep.
And I never liked him, but I respected the hell out of him.
He to me, asshole, but great player. He put especially in the playoffs. He come through playoffs.
Hell yeah.
He come through the playoffs.
Now, Manzano, you want a dynasty team that is underrated by the hockey public and the American public? The 80 to 83 New York Islanders.
I totally agree. Yep.
And you know what
Very
gets me
underrated.
excited about this next round? They're playing their old nemesis, the Boston Bruins. Long Island and Boston are going to be juiced up for this.
Just like the old days.
I hate to say this, but Long Island is thirsty for a Stanley Cup right now. They are thirsty.
Brother
Mace, I'm going to bring up a name that you might know since you're a Montreal Canadiens fan. Jacques Plante.
I didn't see him, but you could argue the greatest goalie ever.
Yeah.
Over Brodeur?
Oh, yeah, Brodeur, he won 3 cups. I believe Jacques Plante won multiple cups.
Yeah, a lot of cups. He won like 7, 8, something like that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, but Brother Mace, tell the people of the old rivalry between the Islanders and the Bruins. How they was they go with the old guard Boston Garden. They used to come back and forth for the match. But how brutal it was.
Yes, it was. And you want to know something, Manzano? Those Bruin players were that good. They could have been household names if they were won 1 cup. They never won. Flip side, what's up? Flip side's a big Habs fan.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, Masano, too. A lot of people don't understand. The Islanders was a expansion team in 72. It took them almost 10 years to win the Stanley Cup. But let me tell you why. While the Islanders was getting better, like in the late 70s, you know who was knocking one of the teams knocking them off? Boston Bruins.
They do not like each other. They're already talking in Boston. They cannot wait for the Islanders to get up to Boston. I think it's tonight, matter of fact.
and I'm told it's brutal back then. I'm talking
you
about.
probably watched him. How good was Daryl Sittler?
Awesome. Daryl Sittler was one hell of a player for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the 70s.
Let me tell you how brutal.
Lenny McDonald.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beat the Islanders in overtime, Game 7 in Long Island, 78.
Oh yeah.
Lenny McDonald stole the puck, breakaway, score. Beat what's his face? Chico Rush.
Yep. 78. And let me tell you, Tony Masano, how Boston Bruins did not like the Islanders. They didn't like each other. They could have a broken leg. They tell them to tape it up and play. Broken nose, broken arm. They did not care. That's how brutal it was.
Damn.
Broken. I'm talking about broken foot. They lace it up. They didn't care. That's how brutal it was. And we love every minute.
We loved every minute of it.
And see, this is the difference of hockey then and hockey now. All phase of people enjoy. I'm talking about the Islanders back then, man. And the Islanders embraced it, man. Oh my God, that was a beautiful time.
You know how good of a player Brian Trottier is, Manzano?
Who?
Brian Trottier.
Trashe.
No, that one I haven't heard that name, so no.
He won 9 cups.
9 cups.
And he
9.
won 4 with the Islanders.
Yep.
It wasn't for him, Mario Lemieux would have nothing.
Nothing. Yep.
Mate, I have two center matchups. I want to see who you like better. Pavel Datsyuk versus Pat LaFontaine.
Ooh.
Oh, dang.
Pat
That's a hard
would have
one.
been one of the all-time greats if he didn't have the concussion problem. So I got to give it to Pavel Datsyuk.
Have to. Yeah.
But I love Long Island, love Patty LaFontaine, though.
Oh, he's a legend. He a legend now. I mean, legend now on Long Island.
Did you ever watch Marcel Donnie, Mace?
Marcel Dion, one of the greatest hockey players ever, scored over 700 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Was he
go
dominant
ahead.
before they actually was Dion dominant before they actually started recording goals as a stat, Mace?
Yeah, they was counting goals back then.
Yeah. Shoot, do you know how many goals Espo had on Masano?
He's below. I think he's below Ovechkin, just passing this year, I think.
Yeah, over 700.
Over 7. Do you know
Marcel
how
Dion, over 700. Mike Gartner, over 700.
Mm-hmm.
Rico, damn. Gino Cicerelli, over 660 goals. That's not easy to do.
That's not easy. Let me tell you, it's not even easy to get 500 goals in a career. Mike Bossy did that. It's hard.
I love the Canadians and the Florida Panthers. My dad is from Quebec province. In case you're wondering why a Florida boy loves hockey, damn right, flip side. That's what I'm talking about. These brothers up here don't know how good they will have it if they went to Montreal for 4 days. They'll never want to come back with all those women up there, bro. All you do is go clubbing and go drinking because on St. Catherine's is nothing but bars and nightclubs.
I got a good center matchup. This is another one. How about Datsyuk versus Stan Mikita?
Who?
Stan Mikita.
Versus who?
Stan Mikita.
I know him. Who's the other guy?
Datsyuk.
Oh, it's definitely Stan Mikita. Give me a second, guys. Definitely Stan Mikita. Not even close.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but them Islanders, I'm telling y'all, people don't know, man. The Islanders is the most underrated dynasty in NHL history. Because what happened was they made some key trades, but they built from the farm system. Oh God. Do you know, I told people, do you know how hard to build an NHL team from the farm system and get it right? Like, sometimes it takes you like over a decade to really see, even reach to the conference semifinals and conference final, even get into the playoffs. Islanders did it within 10 years. Won the Stanley Cup. Like, in the 80s.
John Bellevue.
That's special to me. And they had household names too. A lot of them, I'm gonna tell you, few of them had left the Islanders had go to other. They had other teams with the Stanley, like Brian Trottier. He was one of them. He helped other teams win the Stanley Cup too.
Underrated. I have a question, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Were you old enough to see John Bellevue?
John Bell. I probably was.
He played for the in the 60s and 70s.
No, I was a little boy, but I heard of him though. I heard he's a great player. A lot of people talk about great player, but I heard of him though.
This is a good center match. How about Lindros versus Lemieux? Eric Lindros versus Mario Lemieux.
Woo!
Ooh, that's a hard one. Eric Lindros and
I wonder did the Heat win today?
No, they lost.
Hawks, Knicks,
They
1
lost.
o'clock tomorrow. Lakers, 3:30 tomorrow. Boston, 7 o'clock. And then 9:30 game 4, the Gutless Clippers at Dallas. That's the 4 games tomorrow in the NBA. I'll be off tomorrow. I've been telling you, get up here. I did this show just for you, kid. Get up here. I did this show just for Sean Jones, and I put him as the headline. Manzano was in a minute. You, where are you? Get up here. Come on up.
Oh, Mace, I actually asked. Miss Underrated never was able to answer my question. I have another center.
Yeah, go ahead, ask him. Go ahead, talk to him. I'm just chilling right now.
Lindros versus Lemieux.
Who?
Eric Lindros versus Mario Lemieux.
That's easy. Mario Lemieux, man. Not even close.
Oh, I'm back. No, there was sound stuff like that.
Not
To answer your question, Tony. Of course, Lemieux.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even a conversation piece.
Do you guys actually think Lindros was a little bit overrated, Mace? Eric?
Lindros wasn't overrated. He was another one, Tony, that had concussion problems.
Yeah.
Go look at 2000 Eastern Conference Finals Game 7, what Scott Stevens did to him. Remember that, Grandin, when Scott Stevens hit him in the head with his elbow, and he was laying there for like 15 minutes. Mr. Miami, can you do taps for me, please? Do taps. There you go. That's Eric Lindros.
He a lot of talent, could never stay healthy.
Bingo. Cortland Hall, I love you, bro. Yo, you want to come up also. I like what this man said. And let me say something about Grant Fuhr, okay? I never loved Grant because of his lifestyle. But one thing about that motherfucker, Edmonton never played defense. Every night he had to face 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s, and save the puck. Grant Fuhr, boy. Hey, Cortland, put a one in the chat room. Did you see that Edmonton dynasty? 'Cause I saw it in Edmonton. Put one in the chat. We saw that dynasty. Sean Jones, get up here.
I think the Heat lost. I think they lost today. I ain't even watching.
They done. They done.
They done?
Yeah,
Done.
What? I told Manzano that was gonna happen.
I got one.
Pat Riley will fix that. Don't worry.
Oh, you'll
Pat
fix
Riley
that quick. Yeah, right.
Riley will fix it. Portland up by 26. 3 minutes left in the third. Portland came to play today. Denver just mailed it in. Sean Jones told me in the chat room he's a big Nugget fan. He's disappointed. And I don't blame him. And I'm disappointed too, Sean, if you're listening, because I could have got that damn coach fired.
Cortland said 1, Mace. He put 1.
You saw the dynasty. There you go, Cortland. I saw it too. We're 3 brothers up here who saw that Edmonton dynasty. Patrick Roy, one of the greatest goalies of all time. I always mention. Matter of fact, I'm going to buy me a Mitchell's and Ness flip side Patrick Roy jersey before the season starts next year.
Yo, playoffs, lights out.
Money.
Lights out.
Who do you guys like better, Joe Sakic or Peter Forsberg?
I'm not going to answer that.
I'll go there. Forsberg, again, concussion problems, knee problems. So you have to give it to Joe. But when Forsberg is healthy, no one did it better.
I'm saying prime Lindros and prime Forsberg without their injuries.
Forsberg. Not even close.
Easy. Not even close, yeah.
Not even close. See? Cortland Hall likes Dominic Hasek like you do, Manzon. He was the LeBron James of goalies in the 1990s. Just couldn't get over the hump. He was that dominant.
Yeah.
Was it because
Just
the
like
team didn't know how to build around him, or he?
The Buffalo went to the Stanley Cup.
I thought he went to Detroit for a little bit, and he won the Stanley Cup with them.
Yeah, he won in Detroit, but he also took Buffalo to the Stanley Cup in 1999. Brett Hull scored in triple overtime to win the cup for Dallas. You're in my wheelhouse now, bro.
Okay,
These fans are for my own eyes.
Okay. This is a winger matchup. I would like to see Espo versus Ovechkin.
I'm going to tell you the difference between the two guys. Espo is always around the net. Ovi can easily score from the blue line. That's the difference. Let me give a minute or two with this kid, then we'll get back to hockey.
No problem.
Young man.
No problem.
I wanted to talk about this series with you yesterday, and I was heartbroken. On my way home this morning from getting my blood test, I said, I'm gonna do something special for Sean. I'm gonna get him up here for the Nugget Blazer game, and we're just gonna talk this game. And I'm just glad you noticed I put your name in the highlight.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mace, man.
It's all right, man. You're a father. You got responsibility. I understand that, man.
I just woke up.
I'm just here for you guys. Yeah, Denver mailed it in today. This was a gutless performance by the Nuggets. I'm disappointed. I thought they were going to wipe the floor.
Yeah, me too.
When Game 5, Monday night? Memorial Day is Game 5?
Tuesday.
Tuesday night in Denver? Okay, I'll have it live. I'll have to do nothing Wednesday.
What was the score, Mace?
Right now it's 91-58 Portland. Up by 33. Performance by the Blaze. By the Nuggets. Gutless.
You tell me he got blew out to
Cortland, thank you. I'm going to be doing Bruins, Islanders, Maple Leafs, Winnipeg up here this week. Whoever's Vegas, Colorado, I'm going to do all hockey this week along with the NBA. There's nothing else to do. There's no football. So come up here if you want to talk hockey and hear hockey. I'm doing it for the rest of the way. NBA and hockey the rest of the way up here. And, of course, guys getting around the round table like we're doing right now. So keep throwing the hockey questions out there, bro. Let me finish this with Sean Jones real quick as he relaxes up here with us. You wonder about Denver. But, again, if you ask me, Portland is the most talented team in the NBA. They just don't play no goddamn defense. Portland goes 15 deep, fellas. I know it's hard for you to believe they do. But they don't play defense. That's why a team like the Nuggets bullies them around. And Sean Jones, you should be pissed off. Oh, Sean Jones. I got you, Sean. Oh, I got you, buddy. Sean Jones should be pissed off. You had a chance to get the Blazers put away. And instead, that damn coach may save his job. I just can't stand the coach. That's a personal thing with me. Hey, man, no, keep talking, bro.
he must got blew out today.
No,
when I clicked on my TV, the Heat came back at the end of the third quarter.
Mace, what's the score now?
Let you know in a second, buddy. 91-61 Portland. A minute left.
Damn.
Carmelo.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Good.
Like,
Carmelo's on fire today. I'll tell you one thing. The Nuggets lost Game 7 at home to this team 2 years ago. They better win. They better win Tuesday night. That's all I'm going to say for Denver. They better win Tuesday night. They better win Tuesday night. Because if they don't win Tuesday night, they ain't winning. Wins if Friday night in Portland, Game 6, they can forget it. They can forget it. They lose Friday night. They lose Tuesday night. Tell you, I love this Blazer Nugget rivalry. Blazers Nuggets, Blazers Jazz, Jazz Nuggets. Don't you like it, Sean Jones?
yeah, I like it. I just wish we had Murray.
I really believe this is a loss on laziness, and they said we're going home to Denver. We'll blow them out Tuesday night. Do you think Montreal
That's
will
bad
beat
thinking,
Toronto?
thinking like that.
I hope so, but I doubt it. They got something we don't. They got something Montreal don't have. Austin Matthews. But watch out. Toronto is known to. I mean, Montreal is known to win biggest games in Toronto. So Montreal did it tonight. It wouldn't surprise me. Montreal wins Monday night. Posada, $40. Get up here. Irv Gotti, get up here, brother. McCollum hit the free at the buzzer, staring at the Nuggets bench, looking at Mark Malone, just staring at him. What's Mike Malone staring at him? This is going to get nasty as this series goes on. And it's great for the NBA. This is what the NBA needs. They need teams who hate each other. All you have to do is roll the balls on the court. Portland and Utah are fighting at the warm-up.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm tired of friendly. I'm tired of friendly league. Fight. Hate each other. I can't wait to kick you. I want to see that. I want to play with you because you my friend. No, I want to go against you. I want to take your head off.
Damn right. The Michael Jordan Fury, the Magic Johnson Fury, kisses Isaiah half court and then tries to kill him. Both guys try to kill each other. I hope so too. My dad agrees with you. Well, flip side, if you love the hockey, come up here now for the rest of the playoffs. I'm going to be doing hockey NBA every night. My head will be into it every night. And you know what's beautiful? And you know this beautiful thing about that for everybody? That leads us all the way up to NFL training camp.
Yes. Yep.
And you know goddamn well, July 26th for every team in the NFL is NFL training camp. That's all you're gonna get up here. And I'll go around the fucking league.
Hey, Coach Mason, I'm gonna need some trainers doing the SummerSlam.
I'll get you some trainers, buddy. I'm gonna start fucking with masters at work about that too.
Shoot, I got Griner. He's a trainer number one.
Hey, I have a price.
You know
every man got a price.
For the $1 million man.
Right.
And I gotta be in Anthony and Pete's corner because they take on Master at Work and Dan Mitchell.
Oh shit.
Shoot, I know y'all remember $1 Million Man bought the WWE WWF belt from Andre the Giant. That's how he came to champion.
Shout out Andre the Giant. Always my number one guy in WWE. He's my favorite with Savage
Yeah.
and Ric Flair when he was there. Bobby
Owen Hart.
Heenan with Bobby Heenan and Mr. Perfect.
Owen Hart.
Most opinion. Mr. Perfect.
Yes. Congratulations, by the way, to Damon Lillard. He's just signed a multi-billion-dollar deal with Modelo Beer.
Oh,
He's gonna be wearing their
Modelo.
sneakers, and he'll be in commercials soon for Modelo. So congratulations to Dame Lillard.
okay. Is that maybe that's like a sign that if Portland ain't doing nothing, Knicks is calling?
No, it tells you that that company has an image, a very good image, mostly for Latino, the great Latinos who represent the Latino heritage. But they see a black man who's a professional ball player, who's all business and the best professional athlete rapper. Not even close.
Right.
He brings more to the table, and he's a family man. He's a class act.
Right. Clean cut.
Yep.
Yep. I agree. Yeah. I see that. Yeah.
Very impressed. Modelo reached out to him. Patrick Mahomes said no, Manzano. Yo, get up here, stranger. Thank you so much. If you didn't know, I've reached 400 subscribes.
Let me see. Let me
So
see.
this channel is growing the way I want it to grow. Very, very, organically. I don't want people's help. And then they throw in my face, well, it wasn't for me. Joe, get up here, bro.
1969 Chiefs and versus the 83 Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, man, because they had so much talent.
Yeah. on both sides of the ball too.
Quarterback was clearly better than Dawson.
Let me see. What about the 89 88?
96 68, 96, 90, 96 60, 69, Sean. 89 Niners against who?
I say the 92 Cowboys.
89 Niners.
Let me see. 1970 coach versus the 2006 coach.
Which team?
Talking about the 1970 coach versus 2006 coach.
70 Colts. They had Johnny U.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's up, brother? Enjoy your beautiful wife and enjoy your picnic and taking her shopping, my brother.
I think that's the last year Don Shula. I think that's the last year Don Shula coast to coast too.
No, Shula was in Miami already in 70.
Oh, he was in Miami. Oh, okay.
They went from 3 wins to 10 right away. Then they won the AFC title in 71, undefeated 72, invincible in 73, and 74. Bullshit cost them the dynasty in Miami.
It's the Raiders.
Yep.
Raiders,
Portland up by 30.
that's why the Raiders is public enemy number one.
Yeah. To the old Dolphin fan like me, the Raiders is their number one enemy.
Yeah.
Raiders, I'll do it in order. Raiders 1, Chargers 2, Pittsburgh 3.
I say the Raiders number one, and I say New England is number 2.
No, we beat New England in those days. I'm talking about the old guard, not the young guys. The old guard. Guys
New England. New England was dominant back then.
No, they were good. They just could never get over the hump.
I say the Raiders. I say Baltimore.
Dan Fouts 2, in my opinion.
And I say I say that let me see. Seattle, club enemy number 3.
Oh, that's for you. Yeah, you're a little younger than me, so you didn't like the Steve Largent pass catch.
Oh yeah.
That bothered you. I can see why, Mr. Miami.
It's
Me,
still
it's
is number 4.
to me, it's the Chargers. I gotta put the Chargers number 2.
Yeah.
In
Air
Buffalo.
Coryell.
And
Yep, Eric Coryell. That's right.
Very underrated coach, innovative coach.
All right, Portland's gonna win this, so I'm gonna see who's at Montreal, Toronto's tonight. I wonder if they're gonna start Boston and the Islanders tonight.
that's when it will be a funeral
Denver's
for
making a run. They just hit 3 3-pointers in a row, so it's now it went from 30. The game went from 33 to 24 now. So Denver's making a late run. Sean Jones. Go ahead, guys. Keep talking. I'm letting you guys do what you gotta do.
it will be a funeral for in week 4 for the New England Patriots. And we got the fire squad. They ready to start busting.
If they beat Brady, though, Mr. Miami, watch out.
I hope so, because that's why I'm.
Trust
That's
me.
why I'm.
Trust me.
That's why
Trust me. They circling that game.
Both
already
teams
got
are.
already got that circle on both of them.
Well, listen to. Let me get Tampa Bay's schedule. You want to talk about a gauntlet for a champion? And I'm gonna tell you right now, folks, what I'm about to say for Tampa Bay, these games are not easy. Especially week 6 is not going to be easy for them. And I know if John B was in this building right now, he will sign off on that. This is the Buccaneers' first 6 games. All right, here we go. Dallas at home.
Dang.
Then they'll beat Atlanta. Then at the Rams. Then they gotta fly back cross country to New England. Then they gotta play Miami. Then they play Philly. Week 10, they gotta go to Washington. And let me tell you right now, Ron Rivera will have them ready. You don't think the Chase Young and the boys are gonna be ready for Brady? In DC, probably be 90,000 at that game in Washington.
It's gonna be hot that day too.
Gonna be 90,000 at FedEx Field for that one. You could bet your bottom, as Don Cornelius would say, God bless his soul, you could bet your bottom dollar on that.
Soul Train.
That's right. Gonna be 90,000 for that one. Now they got Serena Williams doing beer commercials for Michelob Light.
Yeah. Michelob, terrible.
Tony. Manzano. Tony needs to probably go eat dinner. Good, guys. Talk among yourselves. Ask questions. That's what I'm here for, man. This Portland game's over. I'm happy they're winning big, but the game's over.
Week 1 we're gonna change the title. Say episode 500. Miami Dolphins is the legend killer.
If I get the 500 subscribers by then, I will personally do that for you.
Well, Mace, you'll get 500. Where you go right now? I said like probably before, might be July.
I was like 4.
Huh?
I say about $4.99.
Nah, he is.
He on 300 now.
I'm on 400.
400.
That's why guys are coming in here to congratulate me on the 400. There's plenty of time left in this game of Portland. So you better watch it with Denver. Denver's making a late run.
How many minutes left?
Just under 8 minutes.
Yeah, they gotta take their time. Yeah, we on that.
My season's over. So I'm done with basketball.
I'm making me a nice T-bone steak tonight, Mr. Man.
Oh,
I'll be on there about what time you want me? I'll be up there about 5 minutes.
No, I already put my dibs in. No, you can't. Go on second this time. You can buy your own.
When it's done, I'll bring it and let you guys see it. Smother it with green peppers and onions.
Dang, got my mouth watery now.
With rice and cucumber salad.
Mr. Mom, you can fix your own. You got the money. You can have people fix your own stuff. We don't have luxury. So you go be on the back of the line. I'm in first. I don't have money like you.
See, I'm the number one contender, the Southern Heavyweight Champion.
I'm the number one contender because you DiBiase, you get your own. I can't.
If I give you about 12 million, can I be number one?
Well,
Golf is in the building.
We can talk about it.
Thank you for coming up.
Hey, Mace. Oh, what's up, man?
Chilling.
What's up,
talking.
Yeah, there was a big soccer final today, man. So I just got off that.
Who won that?
Chelsea won that.
There you go, Manzano. Chelsea wins the championship.
Pulisic got his got a really big trophy today. Christian Pulisic. So just got off that. It was intense, actually. It was an intense day on that. What you guys been up to? Just watching like
watching the basketball game.
Yeah, these are like a couple of my friends that I told them I'm coming on here, so they're like, yeah, they just kind of rode along.
Hey man, you know you're always welcomed here. You know what you're talking about, bro. I enjoy having you up here. The more the merrier, man. We're family up here, man.
I hear you guys had like a big like hockey conversations today. Is that right?
Oh yeah, just a little while ago, and I loved it.
Oh, forgot to say, like, congrats on 400.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Congrats on 400.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
What else is fun?
Guys, talk about whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just chilling on a Saturday afternoon.
What'd you think about John Davidson back in the days, Brother Mace?
He is alright. Nothing special. He wasn't Billy Smith.
No. But I can tell you what, I think a commentary, he better than commentary than he was a player.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and a GM.
And a GM too, yes.
John Davidson of the New York Rangers back then. Let me say this right now. He's running the Rangers again. Let me get the name right. Beyond the Post. Thank you, my friend. F.E. Teatley TV.
Yeah, those two. I just got off a stream with them for the final. That's what I was coming on here. So they just rolled by.
You guys in the chat room, you can ask questions to Bargoff. He'll answer all your soccer questions. I don't care. We do any sport up here except women's basketball, women's soccer, and we do not do NASCAR up here. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Ask the soccer questions. Go ahead. All you want, you guys in the chat room. Go ahead. Talk about it. Thank you so much. And let me give these guys wrenches while they're up here.
By the way, you should tell him. You want to tell him the story about like how you met what's her name again? I forgot her name. It's Abda, Kate Abda.
Oh, I didn't meet her, but I fell in love with her 3 years ago when she was doing that World Cup, man. When I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks with busted spleen. All I did up there in my room was watch the World Cup. And the reason why I like the World Cup is the games are less than 2 hours. And it's up and down. And these are the best in the world that are playing. You want to see the best. That's why World Cup tickets are so expensive. Welcome to the family, everybody.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. Like you said, it's like 2 hours long. That's actually one of the reasons I felt like there came a point I couldn't spend 4 or 5 hours on football games anymore. And I still love football to death, right? Like American football, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I mean, I grew up a Gator fan, so pretty much like every
college football for me, I can't take the 5 hours.
Yeah, like with commercials and everything, it just gets really annoying.
I
But
agree with you.
I do miss like the draft. I still do the draft NFL. Sorry, the fantasy game, the fantasy on Sundays. That's probably the best thing.
You come up here. 'Cause I'm gonna be doing fantasy. I'm gonna do my top 20 quarter. Well, I'm gonna be fair to the people who play in 12-team leagues. I'm gonna do the top 24 quarterbacks. I'm gonna do the top 50 receivers. I'm gonna do the top 40 running backs. I'm gonna do the top individual defensive players. I'm gonna do all of that in mid to late July.
Yeah.
Load it up in August so you guys can see the video. Then I'm gonna put it all together the week before the NFL season, the top 300.
Do you want to do Euro fantasy this summer?
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm a big fantasy fan.
No, like the Euro fantasy for the for soccer.
You can do it if you want to do it.
All right.
Bring your buddies in here. Bring them up. I'll give you guys the platform. I don't have a problem with it. You guys can do the fantasy draft. No problem with me.
I'll have to talk. I'll talk with people about it. If people are interested, I'll definitely.
You're going to get a big audience because there's a lot of soccer heads out here, man. More than people realize.
For sure.
Yeah. That's why I respect world soccer, Euro soccer.
Oh, if that's the case, then I'll plan it out. I mean, you got like 15 days.
If it takes all day, it's all yours. I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
I mean, don't worry about it. I'll just be relaxing.
At most, it's gonna be like 4 hours. So
no problem. No problem.
All right, I'll talk about it with people, and then we'll see.
I'll bring the cooler with the beers, and I'm on the panel.
There'll be a lot of people coming if that's the case.
I believe it. I'm not your Barkov. Let me tell you something. I'm not a fool, man. I know what drives the needle, and except in America, soccer drives the needle in everywhere except Mexico and North America. Everybody else, soccer is God to the rest of the planet. I know this.
You know, tomorrow's the U.S. game, by the way.
Who they playing?
Switzerland, I think. Yeah, Switzerland.
You know how I feel about Team USA, man.
Yeah. JV. Total JV.
They're the JV.
I'm hoping they could be. I'm hoping we can keep up with England in the coming weeks, in the coming years. Actually, I'm hoping.
Man,
I don't see it happening, but we'll see.
God gave me a second life. If England wins the World Cup in the next 7 years, you will never hear the end of it from me.
Have you seen the videos of them partying? Like, I think you saw the Russia one. When they go out in full force, when the English fans are out in full force,
and the hooligans go out in full force.
Yeah. There's nothing like it. I'll be honest. Like it is.
I do too. Yeah, they're my peeps, man. I have to support them, man. Denver is coming back. Portland's blowing its lead. It's 3 minutes. Portland's going to win the game 5 Tuesday night. I'll have it up here. Go ahead, guys. Your buddies. Ask my brother some questions about the soccer match, man. Go ahead. Talk soccer up here. Think I care? It's sports. It's real sports, too, I might add. Let me know MLS up here.
no, no MLS.
You know what MLS is? That's what they call that football?
Major
Mr.
Leagues.
Miami, the one with the glue kids. What's that called again? Pee Wee.
I guess.
That's Pee Wee football. MLS, please. MLS. Okay. You want to talk Real Madrid? You want to talk Barcelona? You want to talk Arsenal, Chelsea? You want to talk Man U? You want to talk about your favorite heritage team for the World Cup? Come on up. You could talk that all day here. Boom. You talk, and I'm a fan of this team. You want to talk LA Galaxy? We're not doing it here. As much as I love the Galaxy, I go back from Kobe Jones back in the 90s. I'm not talking Galaxy here. Sorry. My man Donovan, I'm not doing it. As much as I love the team, I can't do Pee Wee football. I'm sorry. Messi, Ronaldo, those are megastars around the world. The world. Am I right, Bargoff?
Yep, basically larger than life superstars. Basically,
that's right. So,
like when they come to, it's such for them. Like back home, it's not like here. Like athletes live a good life here. You're not getting mobbed on the streets like wherever you go. In England, for example, you're like Messi or Ronaldo. It's impossible to almost like leave the. It's impossible with the amount of attention you get, and that's just regular. That's just regular footballers too.
Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You're right, man. I can't argue it. That's the thing that helps you. My brother in the building. I thought I saw Peanut Butter Hero in here. I was gonna say, "What's up, bro?" But man, yeah, we was talking hockey up here. I love to talk.
Did you guys have a It's like Game 7, right?
Yes.
Is it today or is it tomorrow?
No, it was last night.
Oh, it was last night.
Yeah, Vegas beat Minnesota 4-2 in hockey.
Isn't there like another Game 7 though?
Game 6 tonight in Montreal, Canadiens and the Maple Leafs.
Who's gonna win that?
I think Toronto better win because if it's a Game 7, Montreal is gonna find a way to win in Toronto.
And they played like the Lightning?
That winner plays Winnipeg.
Oh, Winnipeg.
Lightning is in the South. Oh, you're right. There is a Game 7 tonight. Good for you, Bargoff. I forgot. Yeah, Carolina.
No, it's Monday.
Carolina. Monday. Carolina and Nashville. Yeah, Game 7.
I
Good
thought
call, your point.
I thought Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay won already. They beat they beat the Panthers in 6. They took care of that bad boy. Like I told Manzano they would. Those Stars.
So Florida's still in it.
Florida's out. Yeah, Tampa. Reason why? Because Tampa's the much better franchise. Even though the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, the Lightning is still number 1 in Tampa.
That's true. They won championships too.
Yep.
Tampa Bay, like when I used to go to the games.
Mm-hmm.
See, Tampa's a really fun city for hockey. It's underrated.
Yes,
Like it's really fun city for hockey. The thing with Tampa is they built well, and then they're pretty like decent with their decision making. Surprisingly, with their goalkeepers, they got rid of it was Ben Bishop before.
Yeah.
Right, and then Stamkos contract was such a gamble in some ways at the time, and they hit it. They hit it just right.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And I like Cooper as a coach, John Cooper. I like him as a coach. I like John Cooper as a coach. He's a hell
Their
of a
core is still there. It's just
Yes, it is. Getting older.
it does go up. I mean, obviously, I think in hockey, I think it's hard to. Is hockey kind of like you pretty much want to be in the top 6 of any
Yes.
conference,
Yes.
and then you want to be you just want a chance at the cup in when the playoffs start. So anything can happen at that point, but I don't know if they can win it, but we'll see. We'll have to like.
Carolina came back to beat Nashville the other night because game 1 is tomorrow. Tampa Bay and Carolina. The hockey doubleheader tomorrow is 5:00 Tampa Bay and Carolina. 8:00 Islanders at Bruins. I'll be watching both games sitting up here.
I'll watch the Carolina one. Hockey's really interesting. Like when you finally like. I've been on the end of that game 6 loss. There was like one year that I would go to Tampa every weekend just to watch the games.
How did you feel 2 years ago when they got swept by?
Yeah, because they were the number 1 seed and they got swept. That was a big surprise. That was one of the biggest surprises in like that was kind of stunning actually at that time. I think people were pissed.
I killed John Cooper.
Yeah.
All right, Portland's tied this series up. Game 5 Tuesday night. So Carolina was down 3-0 on Thursday night, and they came storming back and won in overtime. Wow.
Yeah.
This Carolina team is underrated because they're Carolina, but they got one hell of a hockey team.
I mean, the 2 games I watched were.
Mace,
you
like
back,
you
Tony?
say, they don't really have a superstar.
No. Carolina got guns. They got stars. The problem is they're in Raleigh Durham.
They have stars.
They have a super. They got 2. They got 3 superstars. Aho is a superstar. Stahl is a Hall of Famer superstar, and I can't pronounce the Russian kid. He's a superstar.
Oh, Specialkov or whatever his name is. Andrei Specialkov?
Yeah.
Okay. Gav, I have a question for you, actually, if you can answer this. Who do you think, since the Panthers got eliminated, the free agents this year are Malkin, Ovechkin? These are the forwards. These are the 2 forwards. Who do you think lands in Florida, has a better chance of landing in Florida, in your opinion? Malkin or Ovechkin?
I think maybe Malkin.
You think Florida doesn't really have a chance for Ovi?
They could. I mean,
because that's what Mace says we don't have. Actually, Mace, I disagree with you. Florida does have a superstar, but no one talks about him a lot by the national media. And Barkov is a superstar. It's just that
no, he's not. No, he's not.
Do you agree with me or Mace that Barkov is not a superstar?
I can't really comment on that. Like, I really just don't know much about it. So, like, this is probably one of the topics I don't know much about. So,
you go to the games. When you go to a Florida Panther game, have you ever been to a Panthers game in Tampa, Barkov? Is there anybody on compared to Tampa Bay? Is anybody on the level of any megastar in Tampa on the Florida Panthers?
Let me see. Let me think.
There's Huberdeau and Barkov and Ekblad.
I don't know why Manzano wants to believe that those guys are superstars. They are nobodies in the NHL. They're good players, but no one knows them.
Yeah, I don't like. There's not really that many people that stand out when you think about the Florida team.
And this man goes to the games, Manzano. When they go to Tampa.
The goalie. How about the goalie? He doesn't stay healthy, but how about what's his name?
No.
Sergey.
No.
Bob.
Nah. Nah.
You don't.
He's a
consider him
good. He's a damn good goalie though when he comes to play. But there's a reason why John Tortorella let him leave Columbus. Never got it done.
Yeah, and honestly, I think we have a superstar goalie coming in after.
I heard about the kid, and don't worry, Joe Quenneville and the GM, they will bring somebody down there. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get somebody. He brought the goalie down there 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you consider Laine a superstar, Mace?
Hells yes. Now that's somebody you should go get. That's the guy you should target. He's only 22 years old. Go get Patrick Laine. See how your team's going to be different.
Yeah, but he's had character issues the past few years.
Wouldn't you, if you come from Sweden and you're playing in, of all places, fucking Siberia and Winnipeg, Manitoba?
No, and when he went to St. Louis, he was giving.
No, he went to Columbus. He went to Columbus.
Was Torts the coach at Columbus?
Yes.
Yeah, he was constantly getting in arguments with Torts.
Torts can do that for you.
You think Quenneville can tone down his attitude?
Yeah, because Quenneville has a peckless resume. Told you, I go back with all those guys back in Quebec City, back in 1988 to about 1992, man. I used to run up there all the time. I told you that. Marcel Boo, baby. Us fat guys got to stick together.
Yeah. Yeah. How far do you still go to? You still go to Tampa Bay Lightning games?
He's talking to you, Bargoff.
Nah, because I moved out of that. I moved out of that part of Florida. Live in Orlando right now, but I still have to like. No, actually, like I find the beaches on that side to be a lot more chill, but there's nothing to do there. It can be at times it can feel like there's like nothing to do there if you live in like
the strip clubs, right?
Well, Tampa's pretty like Tampa's pretty nice. Like the tri-state area is really nice. But I lived in Sarasota for a while, so
that's where Manzano lives right now in Bradenton and Sarasota area.
At times it gets boring in Sarasota though.
If you want, you could actually do well down here because you don't really go out. Everything down here closed out.
Yeah.
For senior citizens, right?
Yeah.
There's like one strip club there.
No, Jesus, no.
Mr. Miami, I got news for you.
What's that?
I may be seriously on the move by this time next year. I may be living in a city near you, maybe Miami.
In Miami?
I may. Yeah. When I go down there to visit you guys, I'm going down there to check out the scene. I'm not going down there just to eat chicken wings and look at women parade around in skimpy lingerie, bro.
I don't know. Like, I mean, Sunny Isles Beach is like probably one of my favorite. Like, it's like North Miami.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like the chill. I felt that was pretty chill when I stayed there. But
yeah,
I used to live in Liberty City.
Liberty City is like Liberty City though.
Another level.
That's like a whole no. Yeah, that's
it's worse. Liberty City.
What's worse? Let me ask you a question. What's worse, Liberty City or Little Havana?
To my Liberty City.
Liberty City. It has to be Liberty City.
In the 80s,
when you say like the thing is like any place that's like really bad is not necessarily bad either. That's the thing. Is like I've lived in
the people that make it bad.
It's the people. Yeah, I mean, so you could be in a really good spot in some really bad places. So and it's fine because I lived in Detroit in some pretty rough places, and it's if you have the right group of people, it makes no difference. But if you live in a really bad zone where it's like constant crime, then you're just asking that. But the way you live, I think you could live anywhere, honestly.
Honestly, I think Mace would do well living in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, no, I mean Cooper City is like a really good place, actually.
I could see me living in Lauderdale. What do you think, Mr. Miami?
or Orlando.
Or West
I don't
Palm.
know.
Orlando.
Like,
West Palm is
do you like the theme parks? Do you like the theme parks or beaches?
Neither one.
Because I think beaches are, for me, I prefer beaches, but
I like good steakhouses.
probably
go to Miami.
Orlando has some pretty decent ones for according to people.
I like
Yeah,
a good cigar like a good cigar bar.
And when I do move, and let's say I move to Florida, I will build me a monster studio, and that's what I'll be all the time doing.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say West Palm, but that's too expensive for me.
I don't want to live next to the Williams sisters.
Isn't West Palm with the? I think West Palm is the one that has the. Like West Palm can be kind of nice though, in its own in some ways.
Facts.
Or Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter.
Nah, that's not for me. Trust me, that's not for me.
No,
I think Jupiter Island is like the really ritzy, like bougie place. Like
Cooper City interests.
how about the Florida
Yeah, like-
Keys? Would you want to move down to the Keys?
no, that's a fun.
I can live
Florida
in the
Keys,
I can live in
Key
the
West.
Yeah, I can live in the
Yeah, but the hurricanes will freak you out though.
Yeah, it's natural disaster. It's part of life.
Yeah, but in Key West, I think it's way worse when you live in Key West like that.
I got board up my house and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Mace, and actually, I don't know why I said the Key West, but it's good. It's pretty expensive down here in the Keys. Actually, housing in the Keys is pretty hard, and if you want to go eat, you can't really like the restaurant. We have the services that here is like iffy sometimes. It's 50-50 with you've eaten Bargav. Have you been to Key West?
Yeah, but it's been a while since I've been to Key West. Actually, the drive's
Yeah.
amazing. I just haven't. I
if
haven't like
you-
lived the Key West lifestyle like that though.
That's a
the
long
food-
drive here to Key West.
It's a long drive. It's
Even from Miami, it's like 3.5 hours from Miami to.
yeah, that's
Or-
bearable. That's bearable when you live in Miami though. Like 4-hour drives are bearable, but
Oh,
when you got like 9-hour drives, when you have like 9-hour
What's
drives,
up, Lou?
Then you get tired.
I have to drive 6.5 hours from Sarasota.
Crazy. That's an all day drive. You gotta get up and leave
Whoa,
at
that's
7.
a whole day right
Just to
there.
get there at 1:30. Crazy. Then you throw
Yeah,
in traffic.
if you leave at like 6:30 in the morning, 5 or 6:30 in the morning, and it takes you 6 hours, you get around about maybe 12 to 2 o'clock. That's the time you would get. But if you leave late, you get there at like 10:30 at night.
I don't know. Like, would Mace prefer like Fort Myers?
I was about to ask you guys about Fort Myers.
Naples and Fort Myers would be good for Mace, actually.
Yeah, I
Or
think
Marco
I can
Island.
see that actually.
I say Orlando because Orlando got them parks.
I'm not into
Yeah.
parks and I'm not into beaches. I'm a homebody, fellas.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but like for that one day on Saturday or Sunday,
I'll be right in my studio. Dude.
even on Sunday, yeah.
I got 9 months of NFL to do, man.
I was gonna say Marco. How about Marco Island?
I feel like it would be a waste to live there though, like with the pricing and everything. If he's I guess you are a homebody, so I mean, I don't know.
Let me go back to Cooper City. Tell me about Cooper City.
It's like residential, basically. It's
Cooper City is pretty close to where you're going to be next to the Panther Stadium, actually.
yeah.
Oh, right by starts with an M, where the Panthers are.
BB&T Center.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the city though. Starts with an M. What is it called again?
It starts with
Where
an
the
M.
Panthers play Sunrise.
That's it. I was wrong.
Ah,
Sunrise.
Sunrise. Yeah.
Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah.
That would be better for me. You guys think?
Yeah. If you're a big hockey fan, you would want to go to Panthers games all the
Oh,
time.
I can go. I buy season tickets because they're affordable and no one goes but the visiting team fans.
I feel like the Orlando Magic tickets are about the
Very,
same.
very affordable.
Very affordable. Well,
And I think you would buy Marlins tickets too, Mace. Miami
Yeah.
Marlins season tickets.
Nah, I'll stick with the Panthers. I'm a big
Or
hockey
Dolphins.
fan.
Or
Miami
Dolphins
Beach will Miami Beach will be a good place for you, brother Mace.
Really?
Yep, Miami Beach.
yeah.
They have a lot of high-end retirement homes there. Oh, but you won't be able to do your studio though. That's the problem. If you move into one of those high-end retirement homes, no. How about?
Oh, no offense.
Would you like Sarasota, Mace? Would you like Sarasota?
I think you would be fine in Sarasota. Actually, I mean, I actually kind of like Sarasota. And, good beaches too.
Home of Randy
Good
Savage.
beaches, but the only bad thing, like I said, everything closes at 9, and on Sundays, if you want to get like, they don't sell any like alcohol or anything.
I don't drink or smoke or party. Mezama, how's the burgers in Sarasota? Burger joint down there?
Yeah, I don't. The food's like so.
And then I'm not living there.
Yeah.
What about
Food's so. Like, I mean, there really is not. It's more like a retirement home for like. It's like residential.
no thanks then.
Like, no, there's like a decent enough like of a young crowd.
I don't hang out with the youngest. Fort Lauderdale. Go back to that for a second. I know that is very close to Dolphin Stadium. I know, right?
Fort Lauderdale is about maybe an hour away from Hard Rock. Hard Rock is in Miami
Yeah.
Gardens.
Gardens.
Yeah, Miami Gardens. I was gonna say you could live in Kendall. That's where I grew up. Like Jupiter.
Yeah, tell me about Kendall.
Mace, the reason why I said Jupiter because you're a baseball fan. You can go to the Marlins and
Spring training, yeah, the Marlins and the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Or you can, if you live in Sarasota, you can go to the Orioles.
Pirates game?
The Orioles play in Sarasota. And you're
Isn't it like the Pirates?
No, the Pirates.
Pirates are in Bradenton.
Yeah, Bradenton. Yeah.
The Pirates are in Bradenton.
We have 3 teams pretty close to us. We have
The Tigers.
Northport, we have Northport, which is going to be the Braves soon. They're they're building a stadium in Northport apparently. The Orioles, like you said, we're pretty close to Fort Myers. We're pretty close to the Yankees in Tampa. Where do the Red Sox play?
They're in Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. If you want to get if you want to get the best of every if you want to get the best of like all the worlds and like if you're willing to drive, you could live in Sebring.
Okay.
I ain't never been to Sebring before.
Yeah, it's like the center of the map. It's the center of the map. It's the center of the map basically.
No, I don't think you should want to live in the Panhandle near Jacksonville or near like.
No,
Georgia.
no, thank you. No Tallahassee. No Jacksonville. And
No,
I don't want to be where Emmitt Smith comes from either.
No, we don't like we don't like Florida State.
What's the cool? Go ahead, Tony.
You'll probably like Clearwater or Clearwater Beach, Mace. That's near Tampa or St. Pete.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what TD I think TD living in some, like somewhere up in there.
Yeah, he lives in northern Florida.
Do you actually want to live in inland or do you want to live on the coast? If you move down to Florida, do you want to live on the coast near the water, or do you want to live inland, like in Orlando or places like Orlando and stuff like that? Would you rather live on the coast, like in West Palm Beach, Miami, the Keys, Tampa, Fort Myers?
Yeah, I want to live somewhere like that. I don't want to live in Orlando.
Okay, so you don't want to live inland, going towards the middle of the state and stuff like that. Okay.
No.
So you rather live on the coast, so like Jupiter, Sebastian, or something like that.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
I'm a single man. I'm not a guy by
Well,
And
Carl
actually-
Gables.
Gables.
Nah,
That's in the
nah, he
middle
can't
of the
go.
state.
no, Coral Gables, no thank you. I heard about Coral Gables.
Still like that to the. It's like that to this day.
I know it is. Things just don't change.
Oh, hey, you want to go back to talking a little bit of hockey, Mace? Or
Do whatever you guys want to do.
okay, I was gonna ask you before
By the way, congrats. Your Chelsea team won today. They won the championship.
Yes, thank God. I was reading an article recently. Thank you. I was reading an article talking about setting up the best lines, like with the best forwards and stuff. The top two lines, these are you're gonna go nuts. These are the top two lines for the greatest team in NFL history, with every player from every team. The first line is Ovi, Gretzky, and Bobby Hall. Bobby. Yeah, Bobby.
Oh,
Or
Bobby
is it
Hull.
Orr? Bobby Orr?
No, Bobby Hull.
Bobby Hull. The second line is Crosby, Lemieux, and Yager.
I'm gonna surprise you. I'm taking the second line.
Over Gretzky, Ovi, and Bobby Hull.
Yeah.
Why?
More powerful, first of all. And those guys, the second one, they can carry a franchise, and the other two are not there. One of them can.
Oh, you don't think Ovi can carry a franchise?
Since they fired Barry Trotz, the only man to get that inept franchise from choking dogs every year.
Mm-hmm.
What has the Capitals done the last 3 years?
Nothing. And
There
then
you
there's
go.
Bobby Hull. Okay. And
There
then
you
the
go.
great and their defensive core. And then the defensive cores are Bobby Orr and Nicholas Lindstrom. The second defensive line is I forgot who the second line is. It's pretty hard to remember what they said for the second line and the third lines, but the top line is Orr and Lindstrom. Does that line, that first defensive pairing, make sense, Mace, or would you put someone else with?
No, I'll take it, and I'm going to take the first one for one reason. This is going to surprise you, Tony.
Hey, coach.
Yeah, what's up?
When you move down here, you gotta come a Heat fan.
No, I'm not. Only two teams I'm supporting down there are the Dolphins and Hurricanes.
Not even the Panthers?
Yeah, I can support the Panthers because who I like there, but let me say this real. If you never got hurt, Tony, and people still believe this in Canada this day. Many people, Bobby Orr is the living greatest hockey player to ever lace up this, better than Gretzky.
And you're gonna be happy for the goalies. They have the guy you and we're talking about, not Dominic Hasek, the guy from the Canadians that won multiple cups. Not Grant.
Patrick Wall.
No, not Patrick Wall.
Jacques Plant. Jacques Plant.
Yeah, Jacques Plant and
King Dragon.
and Brodeur. Those are the two goalies.
I gotta take Jacques Plant. I didn't see him. He won a plethora of cups. I'll be stupid not to.
Are you talking about like the best of all time hockey wise?
Yes. You got an opinion, throw it in, man. That's what you up here for. Talk.
I mean, I used to see my hockey with hockey. It's like changed. I used to be like a big hockey fan in like early 2000s. Like
Yeah.
when I used to love the Avalanche,
There you
like
go.
that.
Joe
And
Sakic.
then you know, like they got beat by they got beat by the Devils. And then for me, one of my favorite players was always Peter Forsberg.
There you go. We talked about him earlier. You wasn't up here. I told Tony that if Forsberg never had the knee problems,
Yeah,
he would be one. He's one of the all-time greats to ever play.
yeah.
Tell him about Forsberg. I gotta go do something real quick. Tell him
Yeah, I
about
always
Peter
looked at him as
Forsberg.
like a creator. Like it's kind of like in soccer in some ways, a different sport. But the one thing I never quite got with hockey is hockey strategy.
There you go. Me too. Never got it.
It's probably one of the hardest things. Like I think
So
I
you
just
like
get
Forsberg over Sakic, Bargav?
Back in a second.
yeah, for sure. I think Forsberg was like the absolute creative genius.
Yeah, my favorite player, like old school player, my favorite guy was Yager in his prime.
Yeah, I think Yager and Iginla were like always compared, right? For the most part.
No, it was Yager and I forgot. It was Yager and the guy who played for Detroit, all those years.
Oh
Fedorov.
yeah, forgot about those Detroit teams. Now forgot about those Detroit teams. Like Stevie Y.
Yeah.
Those Detroit
Honestly-
teams were I forgot about those Detroit teams.
Do you think Stevie Y is going to become a 2-time Hall of Famer as a GM?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he won it last year, so I don't know about it. It would be crazy. Back to back would be crazy.
No, that's what I'm wondering. Has there ever been a player in sports in general that has been a Hall of Famer as a front office personnel, like a superstar player at the level of Steve Yzerman, is a front office personnel person who became who was a superstar in their sport, that became an all level front office GM or something like that?
I don't know, actually. I forgot who else was on that. Like, you got me thinking about like that Detroit team.
Lindstrom was a rookie around that time, I think. Nick Lindstrom.
Yeah, Lidstrom.
Who was the other? Datsuk was a rookie around that time.
Yeah,
too.
that's right. Always he was unstoppable at one point.
Who was? I can't remember who his defensive partner was. With during that time, not Datsuk. I'm talking about Lindstrom. Who was his partner during that time? Do you remember?
Not really. It was like 2008, right? Like it was like all the way in 2008.
It's not
Zetterberg.
Was it Abdicator?
So it was it defensive wise?
No, I'm talking about at the beginning of his career. I'm not talking about at the end. I'm talking about when Detroit
it was like
early 2000s.
Like Chris Chelios?
Yeah, Chelios. I think it was Chelios and because Chelios retired in 2000, right? 2003 or something.
Yeah.
Well, these some names I ain't never heard of before.
These are like it's like Detroit. Yeah, I mean those teams like late 2000s. It was pretty much Penguins and like the Red Wings. And
maybe Tampa for a little bit with Anderchuk.
Yeah, but I feel like Tampa's rejuvenation happened like a little bit later.
Yeah.
Like Penguins, even like the Penguins, like obviously like what was it
Were the
Crosby
Flyers
gets
there in 2000s?
Yeah, who did they have? Who was their like iconic player? Who was the Flyers' iconic player? Jeremy Roenick, I think that's his name.
Yeah, Jeremy Roenick.
Roenick.
Then there was, of course, the early 2000s Blackhawks in the mid 2000s.
Oh yeah, forgot about the Chicago Blackhawks. That team was pretty dominant.
Who was a dominant team during that time, like in the early 2000s to mid 2000s? Was it the in the Eastern Conference? Was it mainly the Pittsburgh? Was it mainly Pitt or was it switch between Pittsburgh and Nashville?
For me, it was there was also like the Oilers at this point.
How about the Devils during that time were pretty good too.
Yeah, the Devils. For me, that's the team I always hate. I always used to hate it because they would always be in the hunt, right? They would always be in the hunt, the Devils, because they had Scott Stevens and whatnot.
The Rangers during the early 2000s were pretty good. Dallas in the early 2000s was pretty good too, right, Gav?
Who was it?
Dallas?
Yeah, there was like a year I think they were like really, really good.
Yeah. I was gonna say
the Capitals.
We keep on forgetting the Kings of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks.
Forgot about the Ducks. How could you forget the Ducks?
Teemu Selanne.
The Niedermeyer brothers.
Yeah, Rob and Scotty.
Yeah, it's Rob and Scott. Yeah.
I was just saying.
Now, for me, like hockey was always. It's not that hockey was always a fun sport. It just.
I think hockey is the best sport to watch live. To be honest.
Yeah, like UFC's up there. I think UFC actually UFC live isn't that great. I've been to like one UFC live event.
I'm talking about like live team sports events. Soccer is pretty boring. Baseball can get pretty boring.
About month of July, August.
It depends where you are in the crowd, though. That's the problem with these things. Is like, if you're like all the way up in the nosebleeds, it can be kind of hard.
Yeah.
To like really get like
a. Go to monster truck events, Gav?
Go to what events?
Monster truck.
No, I've never gone. I should have. Like, that's actually one thing I've actually wanted to go on. Go to. They seem really fun, by the way.
I had a bad. I haven't been to one, but we had when we were younger. A guy was doing a stunt. He died at the event. Like he. Have you ever seen the people that do those motorcycle stunts and stuff like that?
Yeah, you talking about like the New Year stunts on ESPN?
Yeah. No, the guy was he completely missed the net. He was going over, those safety nets that you see those people have and stuff like that? He completely overshot the net.
Oh, man.
And we didn't know what was happening, and we didn't know until they had to end the event early because the guy died. He died on
Damn. Because no one expected it.
Yeah.
Have you actually gone to a NASCAR race before?
No. I've heard it's pretty like the fans get pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty like you got like country music is a big part of that. So I do like country music. So I've always wanted to go to those. But I just never had the time, and going to Daytona is also. I should have gone because Daytona was pretty close by.
Oh, when you lived in Tampa, did you ever go to the IndyCar race?
No, that's tomorrow. But somebody told me that today. It's like tomorrow.
I know. Hulk Hogan. He lived in Tampa.
The IndyCar in the city of like St. Petersburg. Did you ever go to the IndyCar race?
No, I didn't go.
When you lived in Tampa? Oh, you never went when you lived in Tampa?
No, I never went.
Are you more of a NASCAR or do you like IndyCar better?
So for me, racing wise, it's I'm pretty neutral when it comes to racing actually. But the thing is, I have a lot of F1 fans. I have like a lot of F1 friends, and they don't like NASCAR that much. They always said, but the thing about NASCAR is it's pretty exhilarating when you watch it.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm more open wheel over. I like open wheel racing over what is it called? NASCAR, because my favorite auto racer is Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
No, Michael Andretti.
You know,
Like
so that is so for all the like I'm not like I hate Twitter. Honestly, I hate Twitter for most things, but the F1 Twitter is really good. Like for the most part. Like I mean, it's probably of all the sports it has like the most F1 fans are a different breed. F1 fans are like a different breed. It's a little bit more.
It's a nice way to put it.
They're like I mean, I'm supposed to go. I wanted to go to the F1 race next year in Dallas, and it's gonna be in Miami starting next year. By the way.
Oh yeah, they're doing an F1 race in the stadium, I think.
In the Dolphin.
A Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah, Hard Rock Stadium, and it looks intense. Like there's so much speed in that race. Like it's gonna be really good for the sport, and it's gonna be good for Miami. I was thinking about like actually going there because like now that I have like a lot of friends like in F1, they want to come to like it's gonna make that like a Miami weekend. Give me an excuse to go to Miami.
Yeah, and the good thing about F1 being in Miami is there's a lot of European people there too. Like
yep, pretty much.
There's a lot of European, South American people on there, F1 fans.
See, that's like one of the international sports out there. Like, I mean, that's one of the few extremely international sports because that's because the races are everywhere, like in all continents, right?
Yeah.
And there's some crazy experiences that people have with those.
Yeah, they say you think NASCAR fans get violent. They say those people get even crazier. F1 like at the racing events, they've actually had to stop the events because people almost burnt down stadiums and stuff like that.
Dang.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, like, if you go on like F1, like the hard that sport is just so hard to pick up, though. I will say that sport is really hard to pick up. You talk that maybe it's because most of my F1 friends are like very like intellectual because it's like a lot of engineers love that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the crowd in F1 is like the sport itself is really hard to get, and it takes a couple like it's my first year like watching F1, right? And I know like the surface level stuff, right? Like who's who kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows who like Lewis
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Know the inner workings.
I know zero things about any like like car drag reduction systems. Like I don't know anything about I don't know stuff about like that stuff about cars on that deep of a level.
Yeah, you know who dominates the three manufacturers that dominate that F1 are Aston Martin, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and
Mercedes or Lexus.
It's actually just it's like okay, so Mercedes, Ferrari, and are like the two top ones. And then see, the U.S. has like one the U.S. company Haas. I think it's like a U.S. company.
No.
Stuart Haas.
Yeah. but they're like the worst car in like the whole circuits, and they're like it takes a lot of money to go into that sport. Like it's like each car is like
expensive, but F1 gets even more ridiculous.
Yeah, because
what's up, brother Luke?
Speeds are more.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm gonna wrap this up at 8 o'clock because I got another monster show coming up. So you guys enjoy yourselves and talk.
Yeah.
You know, like down in Miami, that's all you see down in Miami. What of them? You'll see Ferraris.
Yeah.
On the highway.
Ask besides Chevy, Ford, and Dodge, the two most popular companies when it comes to sports cars, you gotta be surprised. It's not Mercedes, or it's not what is it called? Lamborghini. It's actually Ferrari and Aston Martin.
Yeah.
You think like Porsche would be up there?
Yeah, no, but it's not. It's actually
Yeah.
Aston Martin, and because we have a lot of British people, we have a big British community in Miami and stuff like that. Like in Fort Lauderdale, from West Palm to Fort Lauderdale, there's a big portion of British people, British Americans there and stuff like that. So,
nah, F1's been like F1's like a really hard sport, like to like actually pick up. I've learned that the hard way actually, because racing's a tough deal though too, because it's not just like you think it's like just a team sport, but
it's like a family thing too. It's handed down from family to family too.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, I mean, Lewis Hamilton. I think a lot of the racers are extremely rich. I will say that.
Commandante Lou says Haas is a good car.
For NASCAR, yeah. For NASCAR,
They are doing stuff to like make it better, but like for the most part, like it takes a lot of money just to take everyone to circuit.
Hell yeah! Shout out to my man. Damn, I forgot his name. I forgot my brother's name. But a friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours in the Manosphere, a brother. He owns his own Formula One team.
Team?
Yeah.
If Mason,
he made his money. He made his money in the tech business.
Yeah, that's usually a lot of the people end up starting with that. Yeah, it takes it takes a special mind to like understand some stuff. That's really deep. Like,
Lou, who's the computer geek who's always in Zero's room? I forgot my brother's name. He's on also the Black Brain Trust, and his name starts with a C, I believe, and he owns. He has his own computer company. He designs software, and he owns his own NASCAR, his own Formula One team. Yeah, he does. I'm gonna get him up here for a one-on-one.
I was gonna say, I thought it was a guy that you interviewed a few months ago.
No, this guy I know from the Manosphere. He owns his own Formula One team. Because see, in that world, it's a lot different, and I'm not gonna get into the details, but he had to shut a lot of people up when he told them like how many businesses he owns, how much software he's designed, how much money he has, and he has enough money to buy his own Formula One.
He says see over.
I don't know what team it is, but and you know how you young guys said receipts? He has the receipts to prove it.
Yeah.
That's his name. My brother, shout out to Complex Design. That's his name. That's the name he goes by in the Manosphere. Complex Design. He made his money in the software business, designing software, microchips, and he bought his own Formula One team. Owns his own Formula One team. I'll get him up here.
Okay. This question is back to hockey, actually, Mace. How
You can do
good
whatever
was
you want, man.
Chelio?
When I show when I show Mr. Miami the steak I made tonight, he's gonna want to kill me because it is looking good. Freddie Prinze looking good.
Look, when it comes to how good would Lindros have been if he stayed healthy his whole career, man?
If Eric Lindros would have stayed healthy, he would have been now in Ontario province. They would have made him into a god, but he never won anything. And part of it was got hurt too much.
Who was the other Finnish player that played with Teemu Selanne with the Ducks, Mace? I forgot the guy's name. Mikko Koivu. That's what I was trying to think of.
His brother was better. His brother who played for the Canadians, but again got hurt too much. Taco Koivu. He was the captain of the Canadians in the early in the early 2000s.
Saku was
Well,
better
no.
than you.
Yeah. Not even close.
It's when I look at Finland, it seems like they developed the best offensive players. Like when it comes to hockey.
Yep. Yari Kari, baby.
Mace, who was the guy who partnered up with Lindstrom in the early 2000s when he first started in the NFL, like as a rookie? Who was his defensive partner during that time? Was it?
I know Konstantinov was when they first won the cup, but like a week later, he was in a horrible car accident and was put in a wheelchair.
Okay. And was Chelio still there when Lindstrom?
No, Chelios came in 2002 when they won their fourth cup. I mean, their third cup. That's when Chelios came.
Oh, so Lindstrom was already a veteran.
He was established already as a superstar.
Okay.
You know what the Red Wings, why they drafted the Russians also, Manzano?
Why?
They got those guys in the 6th and 7th rounds. They have to pay them anything for 10 years back in those days.
Yeah, me and Bargav were talking about like the early 2000 Red Wings and how dominant they were.
The 98 Red Wings was their best team. The team that repeated, that was their best squad.
I think that's what did.
Remember, Detroit was in the Western Conference back in those days. And what killed hockey, and it did kill it,
When they realigned the
Let me fix this. Sorry about that. What killed hockey was from 1996 to about 2000 and to Tampa Bay ones. That's 8-year run. All the best hockey was in the Western Conference. They couldn't beat the East, couldn't beat the West, and that hurt hockey really bad.
This is hypothetical. How different would have the NHL been if the Panthers were able to draft? Because remember, this happened. I can't remember what year Ovechkin was drafted. I think he was
2005.
Let's say the Panthers were allowed to draft him the year before because he was eligible in 2004. How different would the league have been if Ovechkin was on the Panthers, Mace?
A little different, but he probably wouldn't want it out of there.
Even because Burry was still on that team, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, Pavel Bure and Pavel. I forgot the other. There was another Pavel on that team. Shoot, I forgot the guy's name now. There was another Russian on that team with Bure. Forgot the guy's name now. He played. He was a forward.
Mogilny probably.
Oh yeah, I think it was McGillney or.
Because they're buddies. That's why they're best of friends.
Would you say? I know he's in the Hall of Fame, but because of how good Pavel was, do you think McGillney was a little bit overlooked, Mish?
Yeah.
When it comes to sports fan, who to you, Mish? What besides Montreal? Who are the most delusional sports fan? Like when it comes to
Oh,
baseball,
Edmonton's the worst. In the NHL, Edmonton's the worst.
even Montreal. You
Edmonton's the worst. I just told you, Connor McDavid has to win 5 cups in Edmonton to please the crowd up there, out there.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I hate that they're expecting him to be Gretzky when he is not Gretzky.
I agree with that.
Gretzky.
Mr. Miami, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Who the hell is this DJ Khaled clown?
DJ Khaled, he a rapper.
That fat fuck. This is what these people be talking so much about.
I don't really consider him part of rap music. He's more of a producer.
DJ Khaled.
Yes.
DJ Khaled is he's yeah, I think he's more of a producer, right? Because he's had some really good songs that he's credited for, but he's just never he hasn't sang a single verse in.
Of course not. That's how these clowns do.
By the way, this is a friend of mine. This is a friend of mine, and she's a big Leafs fan, and she thinks
go Leafs go. I see her in the chat, Miss Molina. Subscribe. You coming in here, baby girl? Subscribe. Thomas, subscribe. You put a commercial. Ask questions if you want to. We'll ask them up here. Answer them up here.
Do you really? So, what was I gonna say? With regard to hockey, I mean, who do you see as like the top contenders in the East this year?
Tampa.
You do see them going far?
Islanders.
And
Tampa, Toronto. But I'll throw. I'm gonna go Islanders and Tampa, no doubt, and Boston. You gotta put Boston in the mix. You gotta put the Bruins in the mix.
Yeah, Toronto. I would say Toronto too, but Toronto is a little. They're still. They still need a little bit more experience, right, Mason?
They lose tonight. They're in serious trouble. They lose in Montreal tonight. They're in trouble.
Do you think if they lose, they have to trade Austin Matthews, Mish?
What about Austin Matthews?
If they lose tonight, Toronto, do you think they might have to either trade Austin Matthews?
Nah. Toronto's close. Their problem is they don't play defense. That's their problem. Leafs in 6. So Leafs win tonight, Miss Molina? Okay. I can see that.
she's from Toronto, so she's.
Would you like to come up here and talk about your Leafs? Here's the link, darling. Come on up. These guys will talk to you. They know their hockey. Come on up, beautiful lady, and talk about your Toronto Maple Leafs. There you go. Come on up. I'll pop you. I'm going to show Mr. Miami this steak with green peppers and onions over it.
Oh man, I ain't make my mouth watery.
Man, so when you go to Toronto, what is your favorite food to eat there?
I've never been to Toronto. He is Montreal. It's an hour away on the plane.
When you go to Montreal, where do you go to get your best steak?
I haven't been to a steakhouse there, but I'll tell you what, to get my fried chicken. And you two guys are gonna love this, especially you, Mr. Miami. I used to eat at Dino Bravo's.
Dino Bravo?
Yeah.
I ain't know he had a restaurant.
Yeah, back in the day, he had a fried chicken joint. Yeah.
You must have had that restaurant before he passed.
His wife was there every night. They used to fry that fried chicken in the sunseed oil.
She said
What do
thank you so much, but she can't come on, Mace.
No problem, baby. But listen, sweetheart, beginning tomorrow, listen to me. Beginning tomorrow, hockey is in here all to the two. Someone gets the Stanley Cup.
Hey, don't worry, she's a soccer fan too. So
Yeah, Tomas is good. Yeah. Rules you ask leader me question, Miss Molina. Okay. No problem with me. I gave both of you wrenches. Enjoy. And don't be a stranger, both of you. And Miss Molina, you definitely better not be a stranger, especially if Leafs win tonight. You better be up here Tuesday night for game 1.
by the way, like, what do you think's the better city in Canada? Like Toronto or Montreal?
Montreal, if I had to
Vancouver. I
compare,
think Vancouver's the other one, right?
Vancouver's the best city. Now that you put Vancouver.
You say Vancouver's the best city.
Yeah, Vancouver's the best city. I've been there many times. Vancouver. It's beautiful,
I've never been to
picturesque.
Calgary.
Where?
Calgary.
No, I plan to go there. That's where my team plays at. I plan to go out there. Manzano, by the end of the summer, I can go anywhere I want to go except Europe.
Mm-hmm.
You better believe I'm going to make up for 10.5 years of not traveling, bro. You kidding me?
To you, Mace, since you're a hockey fan, what's the most underrated hockey city like that's not Tampa? What's the
In
most
America?
underrated- Yeah, in America.
Underrated.
I would say Arizona.
Grinder.
No one cares about Arizona.
Carolina.
Carolina, definitely. You see that crowd the other night, last week, when I showed you, I told you guys how 20,000 on Raleigh Durham, no doubt. Raleigh Durham.
I know they don't have a team, but would you say Seattle's a underrated hockey town, Mace?
They never had a team until right now.
No, I'm saying, but
Hold that point. Like I was saying, Tampa's very underrated, but by the U.S. hockey media, it gets its respect.
Mm-hmm.
But in Canada, they look at it just an expansion team that got lucky, which to me is not the truth.
No, what I mean by underrated, why I said Seattle is because remember, you have a lot of fans from LA and like Canada that live in Washington State. So you have like Vancouver and Calgary fans that live in Seattle that move from that area down to Seattle. And
I don't think that, by the way, Manzano, that's not going to work.
Huh?
That's not going to work.
Why?
Seattle wants the Sonics back. That's what they want. Timeout number 1. Oh, man.
Flag
That's
on the
not-
play.
Yeah, that's not going to work, fellas. Seattle and hockey.
That's what
No.
you got at one dude last
I
night.
can't see
Flag
Seattle
on the
getting a
play.
hockey team. I really
They
can't.
got
see
a team already. They got a
Oh, they got-
stupid name for the team, too.
The Krakens.
Stupid. Krakens. Stupid
The
asses.
Krakens.
Yeah, that sounds like, you know what that sounds like, Mr. Miami? Something our grandparents used to eat on a daily basis. You know, remember cracklings?
Yeah.
You allowed guests to be homophobic for last night's show. First of all, uh, Tomas, I will take care of that if any of that shenanigans go on. That doesn't go on, Pierre. Okay? In here, we're family. And if you cannot agree with that, then there's other places you can go. I mean, I'm not a person looking for subscribes or cash apps. Hell, I didn't even put the sign up today. Up here, we talk sports. Every guy I've had up here, uh, Bardev has been a tremendous addition. He brings the soccer element to it, and the goal and the tennis element. And if I can get a cricket crowd running through here, he'll do that too. Right, Bardev?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lou. Appreciate you. You're a big part of it. Don't think you're not, because you was with me from the ground zero up.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah.
I think I'm about to say shout out to everybody on the panel and shout out to everybody on the chat. Much love, respect.
Gab, do you think Chelsea's going to win the UCL this year?
They already did.
Oh wait, they won the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah, that game was today.
No, I thought they won they won the championship for the Premier League. Is what they won.
No. They lost. Man City won the Premier League. Today was the Champions League final.
Oh, okay. I was confused because no one clarified what they meant. What champion? I thought they won the championship.
Thank you, Miss Molina. Be
Hey,
here
Anthony.
starting tomorrow, baby.
Hey,
Round
Anthony, you
two
ready?
starts tomorrow.
Yeah, no one clarified which champion, so I assumed it was the Premier League championship that they won, not the UCL.
No, yeah. Today was the UCL. Like Man City, clinched the Premier League months ago. That team it's like a one-off game today, and it was a really intense final, and Chelsea pulled it off.
And actually, do you like the idea of them creating a Super League in Europe or no?
Yeah, this is an interesting thing because I think it means a lot of things to different people. Like in England, I think everybody in England, it's like more, it's more like a local clubs and whatnot. So that it doesn't really make sense to have a super club in that sense, as a super league. But like, a lot of people love the idea because it's you're gonna get a lot of good games. You're gonna have Real. It's gonna be, but the problem is that some of the charm of some of the charm is gonna be lost because it's good the way it is because you kind of earn your way through things and it's if you have 20 teams, there's relegation and stuff. And the money issue doesn't make sense either.
Let me
So
say this to Tomas real quick and let you guys talk.
Yeah.
Tomas, honestly, my brother, I don't play that up here. I don't. So I refer to them as the alphabet people. I have friends who are in that community. I don't discriminate. I went 43 years being obese. I'm the last person to mock people. Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Bargab. I kind of like the idea, but I prefer it the way it's now. But the reason why they're so against it is because teams like Chelsea and Manchester United was so against it because they won't make it into that Super League because they're not good.
No, they would be in the Super League, because the only people that wouldn't make it in the Super League. So what ended up happening is the six teams in England, they're the really big historical ones. They wanted the Super League because they get more money. So Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, City, they would be in it. Even in Arsenal this year, didn't even deserve it, and they wanted to be in it. So it really did. So the meritocracy thing just goes out the door, and it just becomes you're gonna have you can't have an NBA system with soccer because there's just so many. It's more local, and there's so many clubs historically.
Yeah, and that's why I think that it's too hard to do a salary cap system in remember, that's why some of these teams are in such bad financial straits in soccer too, because they're overpaying for players and stuff like that, and they can't even if they want to transfer the player, it's so hard. You agree?
Yeah, because you have to pay because there's like agent fees. There's like there's agent fees. There's like fees for like the fees to make the player come. It's not like a contract. It's not like the NBA or like the NFL where the contracts.
It's like a transfer.
It's like a transfer basically. Yeah. So you have to and it's pretty much. There's a lot of money involved in those transfers, and it becomes like a hassle and a lot of people I think want it to be like I have this contract. Can I trade it for this? It doesn't work that way because players' values go up and down, and then it's more like it's a true capitalistic thing in that sense.
Yeah, based on their production, and honestly, that's why I don't think it's too late, and I don't think a salary cap system would have worked in soccer in general, in European soccer, because all three of the major leagues would have had to, all four major leagues would have to agree on what they would want the salary cap to be, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's like the big problem. And I don't think you can have a salary cap in like soccer, honestly, just because, and it's also across countries. That's the other problem.
Yeah, because the money systems are work different because remember in England they use the pounds, they don't use euros and stuff like that. So you would have to transfer money from euros to pounds and stuff like that. So it's hard to adjust money doing a salary cap when you're adjusting money transfers from different currencies. Correct?
Yeah. I mean, like for example, because all the NBA players are in the U.S., right? It becomes a lot easier in that sense because it becomes a huge. Now, when you're dealing with like other countries, it does add to the frustration.
And much better talent, I might add.
Yeah, like especially with the top talent. Like, I mean, you can't really trade contract per contract in different leagues. It makes no sense. Like if like Neymar's in like one league, and like you have a player like in another league, like what are you gonna trade? Like how many contracts are you gonna trade and whatnot? Like it makes no sense.
I'll be right back. Mr. Miami, get ready.
You know, like one of the craziest things though with the thing about soccer is like it's a really interesting game.
Soccer, would you say international soccer is the highest paying sports athlete in the world?
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
Fucking Ronaldo makes $93 million a year, bro.
Well, boxers I think would be the highest.
Nah, they don't make that type of money with one fight. Mayweather, the most he brings home is like 50 mil because he has to split the purse and he gets 2/3 of it.
Yeah.
Soccer, by far, the richest
Ronaldo and
athlete
Messi
on
are
the earth.
the highest paid athletes.
Yes.
Because remember,
Mr. Miami, get ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Messi. Ronaldo actually has a perfect example. He was signed as a 18-year-old by, I think, was it Man City or Manchester United that signed him as a young player? Gav.
Oh, are you talking about Ronaldo?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think it was like so what ended up happening with him is they found him in Portugal. Manchester United played like a friendly, and he just absolutely whooped them. Like this is like a really good team like Manchester United going to like a club in Portugal for a friendly
like
game.
Porto or something like that.
Yeah.
It was Porto.
Yeah, and then absolutely like he absolutely like ran the game. And then so like the next day they're like before we lose this guy, let's put down the offer and just pay the money to get him. And then Ronaldo was born.
Is that what happened with Messi as well? Messi?
With Messi, I think what ended up happening is they found him, and then he went through the academy. They found him at like 10, and they paid for like the growth. So Messi had issues with like growth hormone.
Okay.
At like it had like so then he couldn't pay for the medicine and stuff like that, and then they got him, and then they paid for his medicine, and then he went through the academy, and then he became a star.
Yeah, I think that's what hurts the teams. Like, I'm being honest. I think that's what hurts the MLS is getting a little bit better, but they're not at that level yet. Where their academies are producing players, but not at the level of like you see like Barcelona, Madrid, either Atletico or Real, or the teams in Germany like Munich and Dortmund, or Juventus and Roma, or Milan or something like that, or the teams in England where they actually fund.
Mr. Miami. Mr. Miami. Yeah, I'll be back out there. Mr. Miami, you there, bro? He stepped out. What's up, She? 1 hour from now, the mega show tonight. All the big stars are coming over. I'm talking Kuda, Platinum, Ism. All the guys are coming over. The topic: why are black simps so weak for baby mamas? 8:40 Eastern time. She be back here for that. Miami, you there? Okay, he missed it.
Gab, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what I was asking you before, do you think honestly with I know the MLS, I'm not comparing it to Europe, but the MLS is getting a little bit better with their academies. That's their weakness. The MLS doesn't fund their academies that well. That's why you see these super teams like Barca, both Madrid's, Roma, Juventus, AC Milan, Inter Milan are so successful, and the teams in England and Germany, because they fund their academies and stuff like that, and they put money into international scouting. Is that what the weakness is for the MLS when it comes to their youth academies? They don't put enough money into international scouting.
Nah, so when I go on all the England podcasts, right, and I tell people, right, I think like if we put our resources into, you're right, partly because if we put the resources into soccer, I think we're gonna be like a great, like we'll be dominating most of them, because we have the one thing about the thing is with England, it's like they get a lot of the countries that influence English football, right, are like Nigeria, Senegal, and like a lot of the European countries.
Dude, I brought the steak in here for you to look at it.
Yeah. But with the US, right, we have a lot of people from. Go ahead. But yeah, like
take this up for another 20, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
And I will see you guys Monday afternoon early. I'm talking like 4:30 Eastern time.
Oh, yeah,
When does the World Cup start this year or next year? I can't remember.
No, it's like the Euros this year. You got the Euros in like 15 days, and then World Cup is next year.
Yep, can't wait for that.
Did we already have CONCACAF? The CONCACAF championships, like Mexico versus the US, did those championships already happen?
Actually, I don't know when those are. Actually, I think that might be this summer.
You ever watch the South American championships?
Yeah, those are really intense.
You think European championships are intense? That one is even more.
Oh no, hands down, because you got the altitude. You have all those teams playing in those like altitudes, and
Colorado?
no, like Ecuador, Peru and whatnot.
Brazil.
And there's riots when there's like losses. So
Yeah.
No, let cook.
When is the CONCACAF actually? Now that you mention it, when is the CONCACAF?
CONCACAF is usually maybe I'm not sure how it worked the year that the U.S. missed the World Cup. I think it was a few months. The championship were maybe 6 months before the qualifiers were in like December. No, not December. September or something like that. And then the actual group stages started in December, and it went through all the way to beginning of March.
Yeah, I think that might be this year actually. The Gold Cup.
Yeah, that's what
Like the qualifiers are this year. The qualifiers are this year. I know that.
Yeah.
Ain't the soccer game like in July?
Yeah, in July.
I'll have it up here. These two guys will cover it.
Do you ever do you watch the Olympics? The international soccer for the Olympics?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, it depends. I mean, I like I grew up on like international like soccer, right? And then when I go on like a lot of these podcasts, it's like it's all Arsenal. It's all Arsenal.
God, I hate that. It's like here in America, it's all Cowboys, the Lakers. I hate that.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny. It's pretty cool actually because you meet some because it is pretty like you start to realize like how big like one of those clubs. How international those clubs are.
Yeah, when you mention Manchester United here, everybody know who they are, even though they don't watch soccer, but they know who Man U is.
Yeah.
They know who Barcelona is. They know
Barcelona. They know Real Madrid.
It probably has to do with the wavy kits. Like if you've seen one of those, like if you've seen like some of the jerseys for
no, it has to do with success.
Yeah, but like those kits though, like now. Like when you look, they're just gotten so much better. Like NBA.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about like the gear that the fans,
if you look at the soccer gear, yeah,
jersey. But the one thing about soccer jerseys, if you're a fat person, you cannot wear a soccer jersey. Those are for in-shaped fans.
Yeah, no,
you gotta be in shape to wear a soccer jersey.
Actually, the best jersey, Mace, the jerseys are getting more comfortable now.
Yeah, they are getting mass. They they cost a lot, and the technology in that thing is like insane. Like that they put in like a lot of those jerseys.
A heavy set person like you, Mace.
Well, I'm not that heavy.
Stay away from Nike and Puma. They're pretty tight. Go to Adidas for the soccer jerseys because Adidas is. Bargab knows what I'm talking about with the Adidas jerseys. They have a lot of room. Am I right?
Yeah, for the most part. Like, I mean, you're spending $120 on any of them. That's the crazy part about it.
No, I've been looking everywhere for the authentic on-field for Barcelona, and none of the stores have them down here. Like, it's sold. Do you ever go to United World Soccer?
I have actually, like online. You mean like the online store, right?
No, I'm talking about the actual store.
In what city?
It's near Millennia. It's near like Fort Mall and Millennia.
Yeah, no, I've been there. I know what you're talking about. I've been there.
Or
you like
What were you saying, Mr. Miami?
You like World Baseball?
World Baseball. I just haven't like looked at it.
I do like the World Baseball. Used to be on in used to come on in March. I think that's that mug is cut out.
You're a WWE fan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever get like the gear for like a WWE?
Yep. I got I still got my old my DX my tank top.
I've been waiting to get like the Stone Cold What shirt for like so long.
I still got that mug. I've been having that mug almost 21 years.
Yeah, those shirts must be like those shirts must be real nice, real fun too.
Mine don't even fit no more. That mug so tight. You got
Nah, like WWE is like fun, man. I mean, I don't watch the new stuff anymore, but the old stuff used to be like real nice.
And I still got my Eddie Guerrero T-shirt.
Yeah.
It just came out. I think I went to that match, and I think before Eddie Guerrero passed, and WWE came down here. I got the T-shirt. I ain't been to WWE because I ain't been to WWE since 2006.
Nah, I've not watched it like in a while actually. Like, I mean, the last event I watched is like, you know how like every year they announce like the Undertaker's coming back, and I think he finally. It's so like every year I used to watch just WrestleMania just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because it was cool, man. I'll be honest. Like, I mean, I remember watching like the Undertaker's good events. I still can't believe they gave Brock Lesnar the damn win.
I like when WrestleMania be on DVD. Now WrestleMania's on DVD now. It was about a month ago.
Do you actually have the network?
I wish.
How much does that cost anyway? That network?
I don't know because I know it's on satellite. It's on satellite. I ain't got satellite. I got Spectrum.
Oh no, you can watch that like anywhere. Like, I'm sure you can probably. I'm sure there's probably like a stream of that somewhere. I just don't know where to find it, but.
I wish WWE channel would be on our thing.
I don't know. I have to look that up because I've always wanted to watch it just because I some of those like documentaries were really really good. I used to have like when they used to be on Netflix. I think Netflix took them all off, right? Like I think Netflix took them all off. There used to be a point when they were all on Netflix, and those used to be really fun.
Answer for you guys talking this wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, they moved to Peacock.
Streaming channel, Peacock.
Yeah,
that has Mike Flory on it.
It's like $9 a month.
I ain't even got I can't get the Peacock channel.
I guess I bought DAZN by accident. It's good for boxing, but useless for everything. Anyway, so I guess you got your big show coming up today. So, I guess you got your big show.
Manzano left. He's gonna go probably watch the hockey.
Yeah, I'll probably go too. I mean, good luck on your big show.
Let me get out of here. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Tomas. I want to thank the beautiful Miss Melina. Go Leafs go. Commandante Lou. Be back here in about an hour, buddy. I'll be launching that monster show. I'm about to put the headline right now on my phone so that people could come over.
Gross.
I will see you all Monday afternoon, 4:30 Eastern Time, or 5:30 Eastern Time for our weekly show. NBA, NHL playoffs. Everybody, Mr. Miami, Bargov, Lou, I know you're going to do it. Everybody enjoy their barbecue on Monday.
Yeah.
And God bless America. I'll see you in an hour, people, for our monster show tonight. Love you.
Get well soon.
I will, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
No partying, no clubbing.
Y'all later on.
Oh, it's too early for that. Tell your women, be in the kitchen and make you dinner. Good night, everybody. Good evening, everybody. I'll be back in an hour. That's right. Chicken wings, baby. Chicken wings all day.
Bird.
All right, baby. Mr. Miami, you know what me and you going to do when I get down there?
But
we're going to go to Publix and eat some chicken subs.
Chicken wings?
No, chicken subs. I'll give wings too, but chicken subs.